you to click no.
Everybody unmuted?
Yeah.
I think we're unmuted. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Who's here? Just Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Survey the count is right here.
I was trying to say hi to you, but I can't type with my PC, my laptop here. My phone's over on the charger. Otherwise, I'd.
You can't. Oh, you can't type in StreamYard?
Not on my laptop. Not when in the position I'm in here.
Oh.
There's no place to do it. It's just, but that's all right. I can still see everybody.
Oh,
I
there's
still
Ben.
bring up.
Ben's in the room. Hi,
Yeah.
Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, let's see if I can do that.
Good evening, Ben.
You talk to people.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm saying talk
No.
to people while I make a banner.
Oh, definitely.
Right now.
Welcome,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, Red.
How's Mike doing tonight? How are you feeling, Mike?
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and do it like this. I'll just as they come up. Here we go.
I saw one of Mike's posts, a little town somewhere, and is it Kansas, Mike? Little historical area? No. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. How about that?
Yeah. Hey, that's cool.
What's that?
My banner. I made a banner.
Yeah,
I
nice.
feel like I'm a tech geek.
Nice. There you go. Great.
Woohoo. That's funny. Yeah.
What's up, gentlemen?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, if
Yeah,
Sal's
that's cool.
here. Oh, go ahead, Sal. You can get coffee. Everyone does.
Hey, Sal. How are you?
Hey, Sal.
What did he do? He said something.
Oh,
He said
Friday
something.
night.
Steven's chat, and I forgot what it was.
I was really fighting it.
What?
I was really fighting it. Just, come and visit or go to bed.
Oh man, I'm dragging all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I kind of had almost a weird feeling today, like I was starting to come down with something, and I load up constantly on vitamin C and something called Ester C.
I've seen that.
And
Yeah.
zinc and vitamin D, and I think that's what saved my ass the last 4 years.
Yeah, I used to do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, I do that diligently. I'll do it. When we go to Disneyland, being surrounded by 35,000 of our best friends.
Yeah, right.
I make sure I load up on that all the time. So prior, and then 2 times a day sometimes. So I end up with expensive pee, but at least I don't get sick. So it helps. I got the Couve once.
Oh,
just once. Oh yeah.
Mike.
Just once.
Just once. About, I don't know, 2 years ago, something like that.
We've had it twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Mike, that's terrible.
I know it. So sorry, Mike.
That
You've been through the ringer.
Meeting go well, or just a discussion about it? Ugh, can't even imagine.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we are rooting for you, buddy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Rooting for all our friends.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know whether to bring this up. How many people are in here? 11.
Just
Ben
a handful.
McLeod. Ben McLeod owes fish from Skippers, and there are 4 of us in a loop.
Right.
Steven, me, Swiffle, and somebody.
He also bought some from Sadie too.
And no, we haven't heard from him. He sent out one message saying that he had health issues come up.
I remember you were talking about that last week.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, Wednesday.
Pretty severe.
There's been 3 texts that have gone out in this group text chat asking what's going on.
Yeah.
And is he okay? And we haven't gotten a response back. So,
oh, wow.
I mean, and I haven't seen him in any rooms in a week.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks actually.
Well,
But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on, right? I mean,
yeah.
the world has problems, and they just keep raining down on all of us.
Mm-hmm. But luckily, sometimes we have an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, for the world problems. I mean,
Yeah.
we're powerless to most of it, but
Yep. Yeah. Just living in gratitude.
Well, we'll just we'll small chat until Steven's stream gets done.
Yeah. Yeah. Wednesday, I unboxed the stuff I got from Jason. I haven't reached out to him yet. And I don't think it's a big deal, but yeah, he sent me 4 bronze Corys. None of those made it.
Really?
You should. Do you have his messenger, Ron?
Yeah, I've got him. Yeah. He sent me the three what do they call black skirt tetras?
Yeah.
And a bunch of little platies, and they're all fine.
Hi, Latoya.
Hi, Latoya.
Were the bronze Corys big?
No, they were
Inch, 3/4.
maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. They were still.
What about the
really
other
young.
fish?
Huh?
What about the other fish?
The black skirt tetras are, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so. They look like
They're
something you'd get in at PetSmart.
The rosy barbs I got from them were small.
Yeah, and the platies were all fry.
Rosie barbs will grow fast for you, though.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure he knows this. I mean, I would think he would know this. But the only thing that I've done, and I don't know where I heard this about shipping Corys, but I had heard it and it never left my head.
Yeah.
I will pull those Corys at least 3 or 4 hours before I ship them, if not the night before.
Yeah.
And then I'll even, you want them spooked a little bit so that whatever toxins those things throw out, they throw out. And then none of that water that I have them in goes into the bag. They get all pure fresh water.
Yeah.
Jose.
And that's the only thing I can think of that would have happened with those. If all those other fish made it.
Yeah, they were the small diameter bags.
Yeah. Like a 3-inch bag, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe 5-6 inches long. And there were 2 per. And they probably should have gone 1 per. There was a heat pad in it that was still warm. They got here in 2 days, The heat pad still had a little bit of warmth left to it. And I shot it with my, temperature gun, and that was 83 degrees. The bags of fish, 63 degrees. So they were just absolutely frozen. Jose, how are you this evening, pal?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to show you the box that I'm going to ship Skipper's Fishing. I'm going to go grab it.
Oh, wow. You made a nice comment for me. They were going to do something. Steven was going to do something on his stream, and he said, no, we're going to wrap this up because Elfish is streaming.
Oh.
That's nice of him.
Oh, cool.
What was I going to say? What was that?
I'm going to do this because I want them to get there. I want all my fish to get there safe, but this right here should do it. It's like 3-inch thick styrofoam.
Oh, wow.
This is one of my medication I use for my arthritis. They said it's like a shots they'd send me, and they had to be kept cold.
Yeah.
So look how thick this is.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a box like that from a fish vendor. I think it was the first order I got from Texas when I ordered Hillstream Loaches. It's out in the garage, big styrofoam, big thick interlocking lid like that.
Yeah.
And it actually comes in a cardboard box made to fit.
This was sent me on my wild tape. Benedict was sent just like this to me.
Yeah, nice.
My stuff that came from Ross, Baltimore was in a very, very nice shoot. I think I took a picture of the box because I never did look that up online to find out what those cost. But it was a very nice cardboard box with a pre-made liner in it.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And then I shipped it out to somebody, and I can't remember who I shipped it out to. But anyways, I sent Juanita. She did her unboxing today or yesterday,
Cool.
right? When was that? Yesterday, Jeff? I think
What was
it
that? Yesterday,
Juanita's unboxing yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I sent her out 21 bronze Corys,
Nice.
3 per bag, and she got them. And the heat pack was cold.
Oh,
Now I don't understand that 72-hour heat pack. Well, wait a minute. What would that be?
And it was
I
soaked
shipped
in there
Monday.
too, she said. So there's a lot of
Monday
water.
to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday. That heat pack should have still been warm. Right?
Yeah.
24,
Yeah, it
48,
should have.
72. So she said it was cold. I think the thermometer, when she hit it, I think she said 62 degrees.
holy, wow.
I thought she said 70.
Did she?
And the fish were okay though?
That was.
the
That's
fish
right. I
was-
think you're right. I think she did say 70. Yeah.
70. That's not bad.
So all those fish made it though, and all packed 3. And I did
Yeah.
that on purpose, kind of as a little test,
Yeah.
'Cause I knew she was all the way on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
And
And
I
in a
knew-
real
I-
cold zone.
Yeah, and I knew she was north in a cold zone.
Yeah.
So I made sure I packed those bags with air and
Yeah.
but yeah, it's you never know, right? I mean,
Right.
you just never know.
Yeah.
And who
I'd like
knows
to have
what.
one of these about 3 times this size. I'd give them that
Yeah.
whole 40-gallon worth of African cichlids and breed that
Yeah.
tank up.
Yeah.
I would
The last-
love to do that.
The last stuff I've been sending out, I put a Ziploc, not a Ziploc, a trash bag down into the box. And I've been using what Jeff K's using, the cellulose insulation.
Oh, jeez, I hate that.
I know it's a mess, but I'm hoping it works. I sent one out yesterday. Merb that comes through.
Yeah.
He lives north of me, outside of Sacramento, California. And it's been, I guess, the temperatures dropped in the northern part of the state, and they've been getting some serious rain and wind and snow. And I hope it makes it, because I sent him a bunch of stuff yesterday. Actually, I brought it in yesterday evening. I don't think it went out till this morning at UPS drop off. Their website, it's a CVS place. It says, it goes out at 5 p.m. I get there about 10 till, they're already gone. Wait, your website says no. Yes, it does.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't really matter at this point. Too late.
All right.
So,
So after watching MFT, what am I going to get those letters right? MFTAQ. After watching him this morning with Whip, I'm going to try only to call him John now, because he grew up hating Johnny, and Whip's made Johnny stick.
Johnny No Shoe. Yeah, I call him John. I just call him John.
Welcome, John. He said it doesn't bother him anymore, but it was funny. Learning a few things this morning.
Well, there's
first class
we haven't
fish.
seen first class in a long, long time.
I know. I saw him this morning on Whips.
How you
and I
doing,
said
Anthony?
hi to him.
That's Anthony.
And he's in Cleveland and not going to the OCA.
Oh, wow.
I hope you're okay. Good to see you. Yep. Oops. I mean, John. There you go. I am good with Johnny. He laughs. Yeah. I know. It was just a funny story.
Oh, first class, he was breeding those albino gold lasers. Did you have any luck with those, Anthony? You'd mentioned something about those. I was like, I just don't remember.
I've had CPDs for, I don't know, 8 months now. And I've actually gotten 11 fry.
wow.
How's that? That's not very productive. But I'm learning.
Sharp stick and you know what?
I'm learning. I know. I'm thinking about driving out there tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I am sick. I have a million things to do at home. I know I'm going to regret if I don't go out there, but I still don't have the gumption to go out there. And I would love to meet a few fish people out there. YouTube people. I don't care about the other fish people. I just want to meet the YouTube people.
We are the ones that count.
Oh, he's not been well enough to get the eggs. Huh.
Oh, wasn't enough to raise the fry. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry about that, Anthony.
You happen to see that video I sent you, David?
I have not. I mean, I know where it is now, and I'm gonna watch it.
He made an interesting point about with some quarries waiting a couple days to collect the eggs, and that will limit fungusing over.
See, and I can't let. I mean,
You have to pull the adults.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd have to pull the adults, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
We had a quite the front move in here.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And I went down to the fish room Wednesday night, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe some of these cories will spawn. Only one of them spawned, the bronze Aeneas, which I haven't.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I swear I pulled 200 eggs.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Night Owl. Hello,
my wife's
Juanita.
like, will you just let him eat them? I'm like, no, I can't let him eat them.
Yeah.
Latoya's asking that question. You just answered it a second ago.
What's that?
David, when are you guys coming to OCA?
Who asked?
Latoya. I brought it on the screen there.
Yeah, I don't know, Latoya. I got sick, started getting sick yesterday. I'm sick right now.
Hi, Juanita.
Great. Hi, Juanita.
She's so nice, calling us young.
Bed already, Juanita? Yeah, I got some nasal stuff going on. Thanks, Juanita. How are all those cories doing? You got them divvied up into tanks? What were you going to do? 10 in the 55 and 5 in each of the 20s?
Oh, Night Owl.
Night Owl, hello. Oh, the other David's here.
Hello, David.
The other David.
The other David.
Yeah, did you see what he called me in the stream the other night?
What?
He called me the old David.
The old David.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I know, right? He barely knows me.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of pushing the envelope a little soon, I'd say.
Yeah. I'll still like him for a little while.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I miss something?
So tell me, 72-hour versus 96-hour heat packs with the way the Postal Service is.
Yeah, I don't know. Latoya, let me just finish answering Latoya's question. I don't know for sure. I probably won't even know until I wake up tomorrow morning, Latoya, how I feel and if we want to make the drive. Okay.
You said once it does.
Yes. What's that?
You sent 21.
I did. Yeah, they were all bagged, 3 in a bag, 7 bags. Yeah, I had originally discussed 20 with her, but when I did the math in my head and the bags and everything, I'm like, I'll just do the 7 bags with 3 in each bag. Okay, so the 96 bags, the 96 heat packs. Well, so who was telling me? Curtis said to ship fish on Saturday.
Okay. Technically, they do move on Sunday.
Right. So stuff should move on Sunday. Because I'm thinking, and I almost thought about doing that for Cheryl's stuff, but Cheryl was thinking that she wants to pay overnight.
$90 to ship to.
Yeah. See, I don't. What?
She says $90.
90 cents.
Oh, 90 cents. Oh, that's good.
Wait, 90 cents. Did they charge you for that, Juanita?
What?
I don't know what
Nothing.
happened.
I mean, a postage stamp, 90 cents, but that's about it.
Well, no, I mean, so when I used Ship Pirate or Pirate Ship or whatever the heck.
Okay, yeah, Pirate Ship.
And I think I did my label wrong. Because when I took it in, she said you didn't do this label right for this box. And I said, well, what's the charge going to be? She said, I don't know. She said, I don't know what it's going to be, but they will just charge your Pirate Ship account.
Yeah, they'll back. Okay. Yeah,
because I wanted to prepay it so that I didn't have to worry about Juanita getting
Right.
stuck with anything. And she said, no, they'll just charge your pirate ship account. So I
Yeah.
said, okay, well then just send it out.
Yeah,
So now,
I've got
if Juanita had to pay something on it, I feel bad, but
right.
I
I've
gotta-
gotten bills like that through eBay where I've underdone the postage and gotten some back bills like that. It's not a big deal. It just shows up on my PayPal, a PayPal charge from eBay, and eBay lists what it's for.
right. And
So it's not a huge deal.
Right.
I need
Yeah,
to
Oh,
get
she was talking about the heat packs. The 90, probably 96, huh? Juanita, 96 hour.
And there's a 110 as well.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that one,
I might.
but I have seen the.
Are those
You know,
96s? Those got to be on eBay, right?
No, it's Amazon.
Or Amazon? Okay.
Yeah, and they're what's the brand? Uniheat. What? Uniheat?
Uniheat, yeah.
Yeah.
So I might, because Juanita's 72-hour pack apparently did not make it the 3 days
Yeah.
because she said it was cold when she opened the box.
Yeah.
That's
My fish
unusual.
were still at 70
should've been-
degrees. Is that right, Juanita?
Warm.
So it must have just failed, but
Yeah.
I was surprised at that. Hey, Mark. Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
But anyways, so I don't know. I mean, now with the shipping the
Hi,
way
Mark.
it is, if you want to ship, I don't know how bold I would get to ship fish in the wintertime right now.
Yeah.
I'd be comfortable with guppies,
Mickey Mouse platties,
platies, shrimp,
Yeah. shrimp. Yeah.
plants.
Cell dwellers. Yep.
Yeah.
Shell,
I know shrimp can tolerate cold temperatures.
Goodeids, right?
Rice fish.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fish you can ship. There's a lot of
Yeah.
fish you probably wouldn't want to ship.
Right.
And because then hey, Jorge, I don't know if you're relying on, like, I don't know, was that a heat bag failure for Juanita?
Yeah. I don't know. Wow.
I mean,
Good evening, Jorge.
those bags are $3 a piece. You would hope that.
The 96 hours, I think, are closer to $4 a piece.
I
But
think you're right. I think
Yeah.
you're
I'm
right.
thinking about taking one of them, even though they're $3. I'm going to open one up, and I'm going to see if it lasts for 3 days.
That's
I'm going to I'm going to take it out and put it in my garage because it's
Put it-
colder out.
put it in a box. But
yeah, it's got to go in a box for a
Yeah.
fair test. You know.
wrap it up. Put it in a piece of newspaper. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'll just build a box.
And I'll
Yeah.
just,
Get a bag of water.
I will
Fill a bag of water
you-
like you're sending a fish, because that's going to
yeah,
affect.
good idea.
Yeah.
I will expect you to do a Stephen P. spreadsheet.
Well, I'll do a test on it.
There you go.
I might even do a video on it just to test it out, and then
Yeah.
put it all together in like a little video series.
That would
Right.
be interesting to see if that 72-hour pack actually lasts. I should have done that with that one I wasted. When I figured I wasn't gonna, where'd I ship? Who'd I ship to? Oh, when I shipped an order down to now
Florida?
I can't remember. Mississippi. No. Nathan
Yeah.
got a heat pack. and
Jeffro?
Nathan's Jeffro, yeah, that's right. I decided not to put a heat pack in his. Because that's what we were talking about shipping on Saturday. And I thought if I put stuff in the postal system on Saturday, it's going to be in Pittsburgh at the main facility Saturday night. And I got to think it's going to move out of Pittsburgh Saturday night. I would think. Even if it moves
Yeah.
Sunday morning, it's still on the road going to the next point.
3-pack of 96 hours, 1805. So they're $6 a piece.
Oh man, well, a 10-pack has to be cheaper. Well, so
Probably. This is
actually,
what I'm finding right now.
they are
And there's
cheaper.
a 100-pack. It's a different brand. It's called Max Heat with 2 X's.
Mm.
And 110-hour 10-pack. And no price. Currently unavailable. Never mind.
I've always
where are
used
those
these.
doggone?
They've always worked usually pretty good, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do that test and find out, because if that's the case, I mean, before I send your shell dwellers, I might even want to wait until spring. But if I have I have other boxes like this, the nice styrofoam. I'm sure that they would get down there fine to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because it should just be 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This all raises the cost of shipping considerably of selling this,
Where are those doggone heat packs on the Gemco sheet? I can never find them.
My Blue Stars got to California in 2 days. I shipped them on Monday, and the customer received them on Wednesday.
I got shrimp to June in 2 days, which shocked the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did you send them? What was it? US?
It was
USPS?
just a priority box, USPS priority
Wow.
box.
I had 3 priority boxes that got routed to God knows where and lost all 3 of them.
Oh,
the fish finally got there, but dead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you watched. Okay, so I'm on Gemco's right now. Gemco has. Oh, Steven just sent people over. They have 60-hour packs. They're out of 72s, and they're out. Oh, they do have hundreds in stock.
Oh.
Their 100-hour heat packs are $350 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad for 100 hours.
The problem is you have to pay shipping from Gemco.
Yeah.
I was going to ask how much. I've ordered stuff from Gemco. I can't remember what the shipping cost was. I got that whole air loop system, all the hardware and all the valves and everything. I can't remember what it was. Maybe like $12 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, I do remember thinking, oh, that was a little pricey.
Hello, Lori. Welcome in.
Hi, Lori. Big
Yep.
Steve.
Hey, Big Steve.
Elaine.
Hello. Elaine's here?
Yeah.
Hi, Elaine.
So yeah, at three, and if you buy 30 of them, they're $310 a piece, which is
Right.
what I think I paid for the 72s on Amazon.
I wonder if this is what Jason used. It had an adhesive back. So that their Gemco's HP 30, a 30-hour pack. Because, I think he used 48 hours, some sort of 48-hour shipping.
Hi,
It was
June.
UPS.
Yeah, he does. He's done UPS that I've got from him. I mean, I haven't shipped UPS yet, but I guess I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know. I have to talk to Cheryl. Hopefully this weekend I'll send her out an email about overnight.
Good night, Juanita.
I don't know. I'm gonna look into that, Cheryl. I mean, I hate to see you throw your money away when I feel kind of confident that I can get your fish to you. Brandon, hello.
Hello, Brenton.
Juanita's leaving.
Have a good evening, Juanita.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Juanita. Hope you're feeling good. Hi, Lane. Hi, Branton.
Yes, I got.
My fish tank.
Oh, for free shipping. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, what?
Elaine says that when I bought my heat packs, I got them with supplies enough for free shipping.
Elaine, was that from Gemco? I didn't know that Gemco had a.
If you buy a certain amount of stuff, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they do. I didn't know.
Hey, Mandy.
I didn't know they had a shipping.
What kind of fish are you shipping to Kenny E?
Who's shipping fish? Oh.
June shipping fish to Kenny E.
Hi, Zen.
Hello, Mandy.
Thank you, Zenny.
I guess that's where you want to put an order together and make sure you got enough to qualify bags and heat packs. And
there's Holly, Freaky Fish Lady.
Oh, she must be new to this room.
Holly's she's not an old timer, but she's been around a long time. Her name was.
Be careful how you phrase that.
Yeah. I mean, this is me. I mean, who am I to say? I'm not.
Hey, June.
Oh, she got them from Aquatic Arts. Oh, Aquatic Arts sells them?
5 plecos, same as Elfish. Oh.
Oh, the red spot Rio Paraguays. Which isn't that what I did for the thumbnail today? Oh no, the thumbnail was the Amica Splendid.
Amica Splendens, yep.
Yeah, I did take a picture of my Rios as well. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything on their site for. I mean, even Aquarium Co-op has if you spend X amount of dollars, we ship for free.
Yeah. I think it's $100 with them, isn't it? Or is it less than that?
It was 79 or 80 last I knew.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
It used to be 49.
Yeah.
And then after COVID, everything shot up.
Right.
But I think Gemco's old school, so
Yeah.
I mean, you got to call your order in, for crying out loud. You can't even put an order on the internet.
Oh, do you really?
I
Yeah,
kind of like that though. That way you get.
it is nice. It's personal. You can ask a couple of questions.
Yep.
And although they're busy and sometimes you can't get to them, they'll call you back. I mean, the last
Yeah.
Alan's got
the
a new
last
phone.
order I
Hey, Alan.
did, because they actually have my credit card there now. So the last order, I just emailed them the order, and I said, just confirm a dollar amount for me, and then go ahead and process the order. And they confirmed it, and I sent it back, and they processed the order, and it was all good to go.
Huh.
Oh, Alan's here. Alan, second night in new place, right?
Yeah. It's a nice looking place too. I'll tell you.
Oh,
Congratulations, Alan.
I'll be wiping my nose.
Finally got out of that place that was driving you over the edge.
Yeah, what did he say yesterday? I was listening to him. He said, I can go to bed tonight without smelling curry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Steven, hi, buddy.
Hello, Stephen P. He says, I love it here. Yeah, I could tell he was so happy yesterday. He was dancing around.
Oh yeah, he was giddy like a little schoolgirl.
Yes. That's good to see though. That was good to see that. He even talked Chinese for me.
Did he?
Yep. Ask him when you go in there sometime to talk. I tell you what, I had me rolling on, almost falling on my chair.
Yeah, you told me that he was good at that, and I wanted
Oh,
to hear
he
that.
is. I just love it. we should have him come up so we can do it.
All right, so we got a bunch of people in here now.
Yes, we do. 39 people in chat. Hello, everybody.
Let's talk about the banner that's running. And I don't know how many. Hello, Laura.
What can go wrong in our tanks, and what can we do about it?
Nice to meet you, Laura. Feel free to interject whatever you want. You can say anything you want about the other two people on the panel. Don't say anything about me.
Nice to meet you, Laura. Welcome in.
Yeah, if anyone happened to catch any of Alex Williamson's stream, which was kind of depressing, but he had situations occur and had some major losses, and so I thought maybe tonight we could talk about, and I don't think anything was his fault, and Jeff P. and I had talked about this before. You can plan for everything, and there'll be something that you didn't plan for.
Yeah.
It just happens. Yeah, it was Brandon. Yeah, it was a tough stream to watch. He was having a rough go of it. And it's tough to think about. I mean, he had 8 years into that tank, 8 years of growth, plant growth, and his favorite fish.
Hey, Benjamin Peters.
So,
yeah, that's sad. I mean,
and I don't know, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Hold on a second, as I cough another part of my lung.
Yeah, I don't know what you could do about a heater, going crazy like that, because I just don't know. But I know there are battery backup pumps, air pumps, that, if you're in an area that's prone to blackouts, that might be an alternative.
Yeah, with the heater issue. So as what I can understand is, and I think I missed, I came in late, and after it was over, I went back and watched the first few minutes, but I think I still missed some of the information. Lost power, tanks dropped in temperature.
Yeah.
And then when his main community tank came back on, it spiked up to like 92.
Wow. Yeah, why would it do that?
Yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah,
do that.
Brent says don't use heaters. I only use 2 in the restaurant room temp. Yeah, I mean, and that's where I'm trying to get now with the stuff I'm
Yeah.
doing in my basement. I want to get that heater up and running, so
Yeah.
I can
Well, that's in.
heat the room to. I'd like to see every tank 72 to 74 degrees, and I know that's going to vary from lower tanks to upper tanks.
Yeah.
But and then I might have a couple of tanks that I'm going to have heaters in that I'm going to want at like 78 to 80 degrees,
Right.
to push some of the growth on the plecos.
The only problem with heating the room is that I can't take the heat and I can't sleep when it's over like 76 degrees.
Well, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be sleeping in the fish room. There's work to be done in the fish room. You don't sleep.
I
in the
know
fish
that,
room.
but I
You have
don't,
it hot down there, Jeff?
I don't want to be down here if it's that hot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
we
can't.
keep the house.
Jorge
when
shuts
we're
everything
sleeping.
off when he goes in his fish room, right?
Yeah.
Opens doors and windows and.
I open the garage door when I'm out in world headquarters.
Yeah, I think a heater issue wiped out my whole colony of L333s, which still haven't learned that lesson yet. Never keep all your same species of fish all in just one tank.
Yeah.
No problem, Cheryl. We sleep in one fish room because it's our bedroom. Nice.
Oh yeah, Cheryl had problems with airline tubing. Yeah.
God, I remember years ago I had to shut the pumps off because the bubbles would drive me nuts at night and I couldn't sleep.
Oh.
So maybe a little, I don't know, what is that at? ADD?
Stephen.
So I do too. I need to have air conditioning.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts my chest. No. I am fat and require refrigeration. To stay fresh? Stephen fresh. That's 2 words that probably shouldn't be used in the same sentence.
Well, I gotta say that-
anyways, so yeah, ink birds are a good secondary defense, right? And I mean, and you know that Alex knew all this stuff, and he just wait. Stephen, how much are your electric bills down there then? That's
Where
what
is
I
he?
wanna know. He's in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, Alex knew all the ins and outs and all the things to do, right? Because
Right.
he what was that, a 500 watt adjustable heater he had in that tank? It was either a 3 or a 5. So that kicks out a lot of heat.
Was that seriously oversized for the tank?
I don't know if it was, but it was a variable one. So it
What
should have
size
been.
tank did he have it in though?
Oh man, was that a 75?
500 watt heater and a
somebody
75. That's kind of pushing it anyway. You're really kind of gambling.
It
300 watt.
is. It is, except that it was a variable, right? I mean, it was a variable heater. So,
I've always tended to take like a notch down with my heaters. In other words, say if the 20-gallon long here needed they say maybe 150 watt heater or something. I go down to 100 or even sometimes 50.
$500. Wow.
500. Wow.
I buy the Amazon special heaters. I think they're called high top. They're submersible. They're inexpensive. So far, I've had good luck with them. I think I've only got one heater working now in the house because we run the AC. So it just keeps the temperature kind of a constant at 74.
Holly's by the
I've had one heater that blew up on me. I've had heaters that burned out, but they didn't do anything. They just stopped heating.
Right.
But I've actually lost a whole tank full of fish because it burst.
Yeah. I remember when I first started fish keeping years ago, they hung on the side of the aquarium and the controls were up out of the water. There was a little knob up there and the whole glass test tube hung down in the water. So there's absolutely nothing that could go wrong that way unless the glass broke.
Unless the glass broke, right?
Yeah.
Which can happen.
It can. Yeah.
Yeah. 500 for a 60-gallon. That's pretty stout.
It was 60. He thought it was first. Anthony thought it was 60-gallon tank.
Well, Holly got snow.
It looked like a 60 or a 75.
Yeah. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't tell anybody we were like 78 today.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I know.
It was a gorgeous day.
I don't think I would use a 100-hour heat pack sending to you because by the time it got to the West Coast, it'd be up over 65, 70 degrees.
Well, and yet what Jason sent me in 2 days was 63 degrees.
Was it really?
Yeah, the bags of water with the fish were 66 degrees. I'm sorry, 63 degrees.
Wait, was there a heater in there?
Yeah, and it was 83. And it was at the other end of a kind of a long, skinny box.
He sent me a long, skinny box, yeah.
But
The
it
water
was
63.
Yeah, 63. They were, when I touched the bags with the fish, they were freezing cold. I was going to put up an unboxing video. I'm not sure if I should do it because I don't want to give him a bad rap. You know?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that those Corys didn't survive. Though. There was something else wrong
100
with that.
degrees where Mark's at. 100 degrees today. Yikes.
Where?
Australia.
All right. Summertime. Almost.
That is hot.
Yeah. Yeah. We get that all the time. And, for 3 months a year, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever hopeful when I walked into the grocery store. It was nice.
I'm so glad that you're here.
Clear skies.
Yeah.
She checked out one of the shorts on that alien female betta, and she likes it. So you got to get her a tank up and get her one.
No, I don't think so.
Who's that?
Uh-oh, he's going to get mad now.
Oh, okay.
Ever Hopeful is his wife, Carolyn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember she stopped in one of my streams when David was taking a nap that day.
I bet you would love a betta. They're so cool. Get her one. Come on. Be nice.
Killing me.
Yeah, I've got that little male in that Marineland tank here. It's blowing bubbles.
I'm going to tell you, David, you'd love it too if you got one.
I got to go find a female betta and start a betta breeding project again.
I want to do it for the first. I've never bred them yet, but I'd like to.
It is hoot.
What's he saying?
And Craig, Catfish Cave. Hello, Craig.
Too many people pushing buttons.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you do it.
I was fine with you doing it. I just wanted to read Jeff's post.
Oh, okay.
I can heat houses to 7 with 750 electric heaters. People try.
Yeah, I think it's so much easier to heat the space than the tanks.
Oh, you are asking them to? Yeah, you got to get one from Petco or Pet Supplies.
What's that, Jeff?
The betta. I got the one I got. Carolyn is from Petco.
Yeah.
And I got her for $2.99. They were selling her the assorted female, but it's
you got lucky on that one, Jeff.
You rescue them and then they just send in more.
Yeah, it's not really a rescue.
No.
When you're paying full retail
for them, right? They're going to do it no matter what.
You go find them out in the dumpster. That's a rescue.
Yeah. I don't mind buying them from there. I mean, if you get one healthy, I mean, they'll live. I got one almost a year and a half old, still doing good.
Yeah. That batch of, that tank of mine, they're all just over a year now. The female's got to be getting a little long in the, I don't know, what do they do? Long in the tooth, long in the fins? She's getting old. I don't know how much longer she's going to be with me.
Night, John. Yeah, Jeffrey Kane, I've done the same thing. People, when you need a certain part for a furnace and you just throw up 3 or 4 electric heaters and you tell the people you'll be fine, and they're like, that's not going to heat my house. It's like, it'll keep you warm. Don't worry.
I used to use one of those little electric radiator heaters. And
I don't recommend heating with electric, but you got it in a pinch.
Yeah. There's no exposed elements in those.
The hot oil
radiators.
Yeah, the radiators. Yeah.
Fluid filled.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I will probably, and it probably gets too cold for Jeff Kane to do this. Those mini splits. Do you use many of those, Jeff? Those heat pumps. They usually only work down to 0 degrees, so. But I might throw one of those in the basement when I get rich.
Now, what was when you were talking about the natural gas one?
Yeah, I'm gonna put an unvented natural gas heater down there. I'm not worried about that. I got plenty of cubic feet of space for everyone's worries about carbon monoxide and stuff. As long as you're not sleeping in the room.
We were talking the other day about that, me and Ron, I think, and that type of, it's like having it's like using a gas range up in your kitchen. It's pretty much the same thing. You won't get hardly any carbon monoxide from it.
Yeah, who said that?
Well, Jeff, you get two things when you burn natural gas. You get water vapor
Yeah.
and you get carbon monoxide.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's the production of burning natural gas.
you get that from the gas range as well. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you'll get it. But I got a 160-year-old basement, stone walls, which I'm slowly purging, but
Right.
the air's moving in and out of that basement. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, and the unvented heater is 100% efficient. So
Yeah.
that's what's nice about it. All that heat is in the house. You're not sending any through a chimney or anything.
Is there any way you could rig a vent going out?
Yeah, as I get that basement more and more sealed off, I will probably put an exhaust fan in, like a real low speed continuous exhaust fan, just to keep air moving through the basement and out of the house. And what that'll do is that'll just pull air from upstairs eventually.
Yeah.
I might even put an intake grill into the outside and just pull some outside air in.
Right.
And also when you think about that, it'll bring the heat from upstairs down, and even if it pulls the air from upstairs, because it's gonna be warmer upstairs usually.
Right. Jeff, at that point on the high end heat pumps, it's almost like, is that worth the money? Because I know you get up into like the 20 SEER units, but it's like, that's big bucks. I think that's what they're at now. Are they at 20, 22, 24? I don't know what the SEER rating is on them now.
That wood burning stove we had one in our first house we were renting.
Oh, yeah, I can remember that. Whew.
Yeah, wood burning fireplaces have become a thing of the past in California, unless it's your sole source of heat.
Jeez.
You can't put them in new construction.
What are they going to take away? They're going to take away toenail clippers next?
They were talking about taking away gas stoves. That's one thing they wanted to do, is take away gas stoves.
Well, they're talking about some there. I think there's some counties in New York State where they're not going to be able to have gas stoves.
Oh, they were in New York City. They were weren't they shutting down gas-fired pizza ovens?
It's crazy.
I think they were talking about it.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't have to run CO2 in your tanks if you run a ventless. No, that's carbon monoxide, not dioxide.
Yeah. Yeah, we got.
That would be fun.
Places.
We could tell you the horse. The first class of Santa, Jeff K and an Elfish HVAC show.
Oh wow,
We could
cherry red.
Tell you all the horror stories.
Had the chimney cherry red. I was very scared. Oh no.
We did. Yeah, our chimney. We had a chimney fire. Yeah. Yeah, wood burning. Yeah, cutting wood, splitting wood, and burning wood. Get to heat 3 times.
Yep. Well, maybe 4 if you count stacking wood.
Yeah, that's true.
And then schlepping wood.
Schlepping.
You gotta haul that wood in, and
Yeah.
That's not those mini splits, though, Jeff. That's what I put in my.
hey,
What are you doing?
okay, I'm gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna
Nope,
touch it.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Nope, I'm not.
I'm not doing it anymore. You have to do it.
My hands are
15
tied.
to 20 grand for high-end heat pumps. Yeah, for
Yeah, I don't know what the
whole
specs are,
house
but we got a mini split in our garage. That's what I keep the garage stable at, or relatively stable.
Yeah, those mini splits are nice. They're pretty efficient too now.
Yeah. There's one in here
But-
too.
They're almost a throwaway item now.
Yeah.
They're so hard to work on. I cannot stand the things.
Yeah. In fact, one guy, because we've got that, whatever it is, homeowners insurance, where if something goes, they send somebody out.
Right.
And this guy didn't even want. He saw a mini split. He goes, yeah, it's like I don't even want to mess with this.
They're a pain in the butt. They're a pain to
So
work
yeah, we
on.
ended up calling the people that actually installed it, and they don't mind working on them.
Depends what's wrong with them.
Back to lurking in tanks, Jeff says.
Just real systems. Not those fake little wall hung ones, right? They have their place. They have their place.
Yeah.
Everything in the industry has its place. People like to use them in places where they shouldn't be using them, but packing my booty up to the wood stove. Aren't you going to take over the chat?
Oh, I can.
It's,
All right. All right. I've been doing it. I didn't know.
I know. I just jump in every once in a while. I want to have a little bit of responsibility on
Oh,
this
you
stream.
can. You can do that. When my husband got cancer, I had to learn how to split wood. He could run the chainsaw, but not swing the axe. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He emails me every day. Oh, nice.
very good.
Congratulations, Brenton. He's got his green dragon ancestors.
Oh, how about that?
First class. I burned my tax bills for free heat.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
You know what I get? I can't understand. They're talking about preserving the trees, but they send so much junk mail.
Oh,
Can you
so
imagine
much
it?
junk
It's
mail.
billions of dollars in junk mail.
Yeah.
It's
I would-
stupid.
I would say that 3/4 of the mail I get is not even openable.
Yeah, it's just crap. I just throw it
What a
right in the
waste.
garbage. What
Yeah.
a waste of money. What a waste of resources. you
Oh,
know?
what about during the election season?
Oh, geez.
You're getting 4 or 5 things a day.
I wish I'd have
Yeah.
saved it all and stacked it and weighed it just to see how much there was.
Yeah, and then multiply that by the households. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It can take some time. I know mine took a long time too, Brandon.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They got to be a certain size.
Certain age, certain size. Yeah. I don't know
What
if
did
it's
I
more
see with
about
those-
age or more about size.
Oh, I was going to mention, B Wizzle. Brandon?
Yeah.
The plecos that he got from me a while back at the auction, he's got babies now.
Oh, very cool.
Yep, little albinos.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Who was it? Was it Greg Sage that had the Green Dragons or
Stephen, that's a good one.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? And then they have to pay postage too.
That is
Huh?
hilarious.
Don't send me the junk mail. Just send me the money that it would cost to send the junk mail.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that would solve a lot of problems.
yeah. Well, that'll get you off their mailing list if you send it. I was doing that with American Express. I kept getting their shit, and it was all filled out, ready to go, and the envelopes are open, so anybody could have just reached in, filled it out, and sent it in. So I just started sending them empty shit back in their. So eventually, I got off their mailing list.
That is
That's
a great
good.
idea.
That's good. All right. So, anyways, we were talking about heaters. Yeah, I think that I would say the general consensus, except for Stephen P., who needs to be refrigerated, is to heat the room and not rely on those heaters.
Yeah, yeah. Heat and cool the room.
Heat
That's
and
not
cool.
really-
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about cooling the room.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well, I know Jorge and I do.
Yeah, I'm in a basement, so
Yeah.
a mega job for me to heat this room down here. It'd be
Yeah.
it would not.
it
No.
would.
It would
Yeah. The
not.
first thing you got to do, Jeff, is insulate the walls. You got to firm out and put some insulation on that cold concrete, and that'll help stabilize everything. That's my 2 cents.
You didn't even have to pay for it, Jeff.
I don't have to pay for it?
He gave you 2 cents worth, and you didn't even have to pay for it.
Oh, all right. I don't know how much insulation I can get for that, but yeah, that's cool.
You won't get any.
Kidding.
Insulation is one of those building supplies that is shot through the roof.
Yeah.
And I found out that shingles were another thing
Yeah.
when I had my roof done
How long ago?
2 months ago
Oh, wow. Wow.
from the tree that came crashing through my house.
Oh, yeah. I saw your post
Yeah.
on it. Nice. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't even know what shingles were, and my one buddy said, "Yeah, they're up over $200 a square now."
Holy shit.
And I'm thinking the last time I bought them, they were like $64 a square or something.
Wow. What are they,
big-
like an asphalt composition or what?
Yep, I went asphalt.
How big
shingles.
is the square?
Square's 10 by 10.
100 square feet.
Oh,
Yeah, $200. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What hasn't shot?
Fair question for a class. Yeah, what hasn't shot? Yeah.
That's
I've
true.
been tempted with
I'm
my-
trying to think. Nothing.
How
How
many
in
more
mind.
trees you got on the property you got to deal with?
What's that?
How many more trees on the property you got?
I got half of that one that came down, and
You take the rest of it down?
yeah, the rest of
All
it
the-
has to come down. But I need
all the
Yeah.
repairs been done, Anthony.
to sell some assets. Yeah, we
Mhm.
were in the house when that tree came down, and I'm telling you, it barely made a noise. But man, when I went up on the roof, it did a lot of damage.
Oh, wow.
Holly's got a tin roof on her house.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Is that a standing seam roof, Holly? Those are nice.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's a 100-year roof, really, and maybe more.
Yeah, if it stays down.
I've always liked the kind that you have in the desert. There's like the terracotta.
Yeah.
shingle.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
heavy.
those. Yeah, that's a very long, has great longevity
Yeah.
until something breaks and you got to pay somebody to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting up there. And we have somebody up there. God, I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 times a year because we've got solar. So cleaning off the solar panels.
Oh wow.
So, because so much dust settles, they lose their efficiency. So
Right.
if you want to keep them efficient, you got to keep them clean. So that's just part of the gig.
3 times a year, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we got music going. Jeff started the music.
You like it, or you want me to turn it off?
No, it's fine. It's,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's a little background. Let's see.
And that won't affect the YouTube thing.
Oh, geez, that was another thing that poor Alex went off about YouTube and their. Jeez, he had so much time into a video he made.
Yeah.
And he didn't even hear it, but there was background music from upstairs when he was filming it
Oh.
at this woman's house. And YouTube came in and the Eagles was one of the songs playing.
Yeah.
Apparently the Eagles, they forced that thing to just be taken right off the air. They don't
Oh,
even
that whole
take
video.
they don't take any of the revenue. They just take the video down.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
I've had a couple where, music, and they've given me the opportunity to just delete the music. Or I could take the video down and re-edit it. So
Every
I've
one of
had,
the auctions have been demonetized because of that entry from the timer.
yeah.
Well, I had and Glenn from over in the UK gave me the license, and I put it on there in the description. They still. So I took it down. I took the music down, but they still
Yeah.
haven't fixed that yet.
Huh.
Every single auction that I've done so far, and they've been some of the biggest draws we've had.
They
Oh,
didn't
wow.
they didn't take that down, Steven. It's still up.
Huh.
I mean, you don't get in any trouble really from. They just won't monetize that particular video. It doesn't.
Yeah. Right.
It's not a strike against you.
I guess if it happens frequently, then they could take some other action.
Yeah, if it's like a regular thing happening day
Right.
after day, and some of the they monitor it and say, oh, this person's really going to town on these
Right.
copyright strikes.
Right. I still got to figure out how to use the YouTube approved music, the free stuff. Most of the time, I don't worry about it. I found a couple videos on YouTube. And one thing, I used this one piece of music a few times, when I just do like a speed up time for little segments, and it hasn't been a problem. But one time it was really close. I don't know, maybe in the first couple minutes of the video, and I think that's where it got flagged
Hey, any Steelers fans out there?
because it was too close to the beginning.
Browns.
What are they playing this weekend or what?
They played last night.
Oh,
If Melvin was here, he probably. I think Melvin's a Pittsburgh fan, I
He
believe.
is. Yeah, he is a Pittsburgh
uh-oh.
Where's Melvin at? I haven't seen him lately.
fan. I saw him this morning on Whipstream.
Oh,
But I did look him up. He hasn't done a live stream in over a month.
Yeah.
hmm.
I pulled up his page because I hadn't seen anything come up. I don't know. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, some people are real protective of their music, I guess. First class is that.
I like the shorts where you can go in there and choose the music off YouTube. You go in there and just in the search, you just type what song you want, and they look it up, and you can use it.
From your phone. Yeah, it's really easy from the phone.
Yeah, for the shorts. Yep.
Yeah.
Good night, Benjamin.
Yes. Good night, Benjamin. Thanks for being here.
Suck
Good
it,
night.
Melvin. Anthony, come on. Well, so I told all my friends, my Steeler, well, I mean, it's hard to call a Steeler fan a friend, but I do have friends that are Steeler fans. But anyways, I told them that I would root for the Steelers twice this year when they played Cleveland because I was so mad about the whole Deshaun Watson thing. I said, I'm done rooting for Cleveland until they get rid of Deshaun Watson. And then that game came on last night. And I don't know if it was a combination of Watson being out or what, and just the Steelers, and I just could not root for the Steelers at all. So I was pretty happy when the Browns won last night.
I heard Detroit was doing pretty good. I'm not sure they still
Detroit
are.
is doing, yes, they're doing very well.
They're due to do something. They've been on low man on the totem pole for like 20 years now.
Yep, they've come around. Yeah, he likes the Steelers. I think there's a couple of West Coast teams he likes. I think he likes San Francisco.
Well, he was at Ohio Fish Rescue. Whip was at Ohio Fish Rescue earlier today.
Yeah, they were running. I think they were running charters. I don't want to call them charters. Vehicles back and forth. What word am I looking for? They're running vehicles back and forth from the OCA to Ohio Fish Rescue.
Shuttles?
Shuttles, thank you.
Oh,
Oh, Ohio Fish Rescue's right there. Were they giving tours or what? At their
I
place?
guess, yeah, I believe so, yep.
Cool. I saw it once on a video. I think it was Katie Sicklitz, and she toured them. And it was kind of a cool facility they have. They've
I
got some
agree
neat
with you.
stuff.
Anthony, I agree with you 100%. There's reasons, more than one reason that I'm not going to root for him. But anyways, let's see. Okay, back to, yes, Whip had a nice trip to 6 hours on the road with a live stream. I can't imagine what his analyticals for that are going to be. But anyways, yeah, because I mean he held 20 to 30 people the whole time I was watching.
We just put the camera on the dashboard and go.
Yep.
Shit, I should do that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's right.
Raiders. Anyways, yeah, so that was fun trying to keep his eyes on the road because they kept going to the phone.
mm-hmm.
Johnny No Shoes was in there reading him comments at the beginning, and then he had to bail because he had a stream coming up, and I jumped in there for about an hour. And oh, that's right. And then Ed showed up right as I was leaving, so that was good.
Chattanooga Ed?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, Kalish. I think he's a Niners fan. I'm not 100% sure. But just the fact that he's a Steelers fan, yeah, it just makes you want to unfriend him, doesn't it? I tease.
I don't follow it enough to really have too much invested in it, but when we have our home team like, Detroit or something, we always go for them. Or the Spartans.
I really thought, Jorge, that when they got Derek Carr and Devontae Adams together that they were going to pull something off, but that never paid off. So, oh, he might like the Raiders. That's true. Anyway, oh, geez, Chiefs country. I think we've all had enough of Chiefs country, Ryan. You guys have pretty much had enough.
Ryan Bushnell, hello, welcome in.
All right, let's see. Yeah, Jose was there for a few hours with
Oh,
Whip.
at the OCA?
No, with Whip. Well, just yakking to Whip while he was driving.
Oh, see?
Oh, that's right. Raiders and KC this week. I was so happy Buffalo beat KC. Oh, it's a good game too. Anyways, now I'm stuck in football. Ooh, that reminds me. I got to email or I got to message my nephew because he wants to come over and watch college football tomorrow. Which is another reason I shouldn't go to OCA. Should probably get him out of my sister's hair for a little while.
Hey, J-Rock,
Hey, J-Rock.
how you doing?
All right, so heaters. What other things can go wrong? I'll tell you what. So what? This is what happened to me once, and I mean, you could say this was my fault, but it happens and can happen and can go unnoticed. Is I lost probably a 4-inch. I think it was an albino bristlenose, and
Oh, wow.
he was in my mutt guppy male tank, which is, I don't know, 45-gallon bow front, and he was always under the only piece of decoration in that tank, like a fake stump, and he was always under there, so you could hardly ever see him, right? And I went down and fed one day, and he was out in the corner, and I'm like, oh, he's never out. So I fed the tank, went upstairs. Well, the next day, I never went down to the basement. I don't know, things came up, right? And I mean, I knew my fish could live a day without food, so I never went down to the basement. So I went down that next day, and there were guppies floating all over that tank.
Oh, wow.
And that bristlenose was sitting in the same place, but he had a bunch of fungus on him.
Oh, geez.
So he had been dead for
For a while.
2 to 3 days probably at least. And that ammonia just spiked in that tank, and I probably pulled out 60 to 80 guppies, and that Pleco did like a 90% water change, and then probably lost another 20 to 30 the next night, and did another 70% water change next day. And that was pretty much it, 2 days of losses. But yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I should have known something was wrong when I saw that fish out. I mean, he's never out.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't blame myself for not going down that next day, but because, I mean, sometimes you just can't get to your fish room
Right.
every day. I mean,
That's
you
right.
You can't fault yourself for that.
No.
I mean, life goes on. So,
Yeah.
and there's
When you're dealing with living creatures, I mean, there are things you have no control of no matter what. Sometimes you do everything right and something still goes wrong. It happens.
Yep. And there's no reason to expect that you can't leave an aquarium for 24 to 48 hours with nothing happening. I mean, it should
Be able to leave them for a week.
You should be able to leave them for a week. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, without food or anything.
I
In
mean,
a well planted tank,
unless you have fry.
That'd be critical. Yeah, fry need to eat.
Yeah.
But even that, if you have enough plants in there, those fry will pick at the little microorganisms.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Here's a quick sidebar. I'm on the aquarium co-op.
There's Whip.
Let's get tanked.
Let's get tanked.
Let's get tanked. Here we go.
I
Here's mine.
didn't want to say anything while he was driving, but he looked a little worn out this morning driving.
Let's get tanked. Amazing. We saved many guppies though. Oh, nice.
Yeah, we did save a lot of them.
I can't wait to see you guys' better when you get it.
Stop it. Jeez.
That'd make a nice little project.
Yeah, we didn't talk too much about you, Whip. Just a little bit. Did you buy any fish today? That's what I want to know.
No, I didn't.
Not you, Whip.
Oh, Whip.
It's-
Are they selling them there at the OCA?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to go? Oh, my goodness.
I know. I still might go. I haven't decided.
It's all weekend, right? Saturday and Sunday?
They do an auction on Sunday. So I'm told.
Ooh.
It's a
Get there
swap
late and
on,
get all the-
swap on Saturday, and tanks set up in everybody's hotel rooms. I think the swap is all cichlids. Is that right, Whip? I know. I should be there.
No fish yet. He didn't get. He probably wants to wait till he's getting ready to come home to buy them. That way he
Yeah.
can rush home and then.
Is this right, Whip? Cichlids at the swap, but there's all kinds of fish in everybody's hotel room. And then the auction on Sunday is all kinds of fish as well.
Water lettuce. Veg, 0 nitrate.
Yeah, heavily planted tanks can save your butt when you
Yeah.
are unable to do much with your tanks, no doubt. Did you pick any fish out, Whip, that you want? Did you go to the OCA? I think there's a bunch of fish options. Yeah, there are. Did you go to the OCA thinking about a specific fish that you wanted?
Oh yeah.
And who else is out there? I know that Pet Select was going out. I mean, I
These
think
keep the
there's
kind of fish I used to keep for years and years. A big
cichlids.
Central American, South
Yeah.
American, Central American. Who knows? Maybe sometime I might even get some more of those. You never know. But not now.
Not now. Focus. Stay focused, Jeff.
Yep. Staying on target.
Live bearers, a couple of egg scatters.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Build everything up for the spring.
I'm going to try my glow light Danios and my cherry barbs for the egg scatters, and then I already got the live bears going, so.
What's the whole? Oh, the Holy Rock. He's looking for Holy Rock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Holy rock. Those are good for African cichlids. It keeps the pH up.
No, I think it's free shipping at $80 now at Co-op.
$49.99.
Is it really?
Yeah,
When did they drop it back down?
not a clue. I'm looking at their page right now.
Son of a gun, because it
Fast and
was.
free shipping on all orders over $49.99.
It was. Oh, you know why?
No.
Because they moved that warehouse to the east.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky.
Yep. They moved
Yeah.
the warehouse to Kentucky so that they could take care of the free
Cheaper to do business than Washington State. They're as bad as California is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. The cichlid and cat focus, right? Yeah, did I say that right, Anthony? Because I'm sure you've been to the OCA. That's auction on Sunday and swap on Saturday, and whatever you want in the hotel rooms.
They moved to a big shipping hub,
Right.
Stephen P. says.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot they had done that. But yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine how much money it saved them in shipping. Oh. I mean, I know what the difference is to ship a fish from my house to Ron. Big difference when you're just going to the middle of the country or even down to Florida or something.
Yeah. Opposite ends here.
$12:30, time for a new coffee.
I hope those Sturby fare better than those little bronzies did.
I know.
Right.
Now you got me all scared and nervous
Yeah.
about that. But I wasn't. I've been doing so good with shipping. The only fish I've lost in the I don't know how many. What I've sent out like maybe 20 packages. The only fish I've lost was the original order, my very first shipment to Jeff P. But that was shipping in what do we do, 85, 90 degree weather.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Holly's got a question here for you.
I'm guessing just the fry will be, and if there's enough places to hide.
A full-grown guppy, I think their mouths are too small, aren't they?
Yeah, they do have small, but that doesn't mean they won't try to get it in their mouth.
Yeah.
Although I've had, the rainbows are bigger now, but I had guppies in with my rainbows, and they got along. I never saw any issues.
Yeah.
But there were definitely no guppy fry in there. Absolutely no guppy fry, because those rainbows will.
Oh yeah, they'll mow them down like.
Yeah, because rainbows are so stinking fast.
Speaking of fast fish, we were talking about things that go wrong with the tanks. Remember with my zebra Danios, that was just so freaky.
Oh yeah.
Did the water change like 30% in the 10-gallon tank? Putting the water in, then I put the little teeny smidge that I always use to dechlorinate it, the safe. Those zebra Danios were on it as soon as it hit the water, and they started twirling immediately, and they were dead within like 5 minutes.
What?
Yeah, they ate it.
You weren't here for that, Ron. When
that was. I never seen a fish die that fast.
What did they eat?
I put safe in the water. It's a dechlorinator. It's a powder.
Yeah.
I put just a little teeny smidge. As soon as I hit the water, the zebra Danios were on it, and almost immediately they started twirling, swimming around all over the place, and they were dead within 5 minutes.
So what do you do now?
Well, the bed is fine in there.
No. What do you do with safe now? How do you do that now?
I dilute it in water before pour it
in a measuring cup or something.
Yeah, that way they can't see like any granules. They go
right.
That's what the problem was with the zebra Danio.
I use that. Oh God, I can't remember the brand. Lunchbox from PetSmart, the frozen bloodworms. And every now and then I'll pop out one of the cubes, and a little piece of that red foil, red on one side, silver on the other, will drop in the tank with the cube. And so one of my bettas going, chomp that down. Oh, that can't be good.
Did they really? I've got some sitting in some of my Cory tanks that have fallen through from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think Corys are smarter than bettas. Bettas will hit anything, really.
Well, that's like those rainbows. So Ever Hopeful was asking if they would nip the fancy tails on the guppies, but I never know the rainbows.
Oh yeah.
I never saw the rainbows chasing the guppies around, but they were in there for 6 or 7 months together.
What kind of trouble are you in, Whip? What did I did, Jose? Uh-oh.
What did I did? People don't always stay till Sunday. Wow, you'd think the auction would be the thing to go to. Got to be a lot of people that don't want to take a lot of fish home with them.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Do they do just vendors as well, or is it just auction?
What's that? It was,
do they do vendors also, or is it just auction?
The swap's on Saturday.
No.
It's a big swap on Saturday, and then the auction's on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What time is the swap?
What's that?
What time is the swap on Saturday?
I do not know.
So with that, you just go and buy fish. I mean, they have them.
They're all priced, and there's. I guess everybody has a big list on their door of their. Ed was saying this morning that people make racks that fit over top. Like some people get 2 rooms. One room they'll just put temporary racks up in, set up all their fish tanks. They have racks going over top of the beds, and they'll have all their tanks in there, and then they just hang a big sheet on the door saying what they got. Oh, swap started today, Whip said.
Oh, wow. So any interesting fish, Whip, that you've seen that caught your eye? Any big, beautiful cichlid? I want to go to the swap.
Yeah, I don't have any problems. I know auctions aren't everybody's jam, but man, you can get some good deals. You're right, Kalish.
And I imagine those swaps, you could probably even negotiate there if you wanted to.
That's a good question. I was wondering about that. Like if you saw 2 bags of fish you wanted, could you get a break on them?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd barter for one bag, but
Yeah, if you're buying a little bit of a quantity, you can say, hey, anyway, I can get a little deal on this or something, you know.
I
Knock
want
a few bucks off.
I want 15 new species of Corys. What can you do for me?
Yeah, really. And I'm guessing Sunday, you know, people don't want to take stuff home. So
That's what I'm thinking. I would think that a lot of those vendors would probably want to just throw stuff in the auction. I mean, there's no sense in taking a fish
Right.
that you took the time to bag and everything.
right. And probably a lot of stuff after the auction too. Hey, you know, how much?
Might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I know if I don't go out there, I know I'm going to regret not going.
Yeah. Nah, you know, get well.
I-
Kayla's just saying something about, what was that about auctions? Best way to get a good deal. You know, I went to that one at Saki, and it was just, I don't know. I just am not a fan.
of the
I like our
auctions.
online auction, but I'd rather walk up to a vendor and, hey, how much?
Oh.
It's just, I guess I just haven't learned the ins and outs of it yet.
Yeah, I think, and it. I mean, auctions. It depends what time. I mean, obviously, like, you know, the first 50 to 100 items are going to be in demand, and people are trying to get the feel of everything. But yeah, by the time you get to item number 1300, people.
Oh,
pretty
geez,
much
wow, yeah. That requires a longer
Yeah, I wonder how.
attention
big that-
span than I might have.
Yeah, I wonder how big that auction would be at OCA.
Yeah,
I got to think they'd limit what you can put in there.
right. I see this, and this is going to change the whole context of this live stream. J-Rock had spaghetti for dinner.
Yep, I knew
The
it.
food has begun.
I had pork tenderloin and butternut squash
Oh, I love butternut squash
and
and pork tenderloin. We get those tenderloins from Costco, and I smoke them on the barbecue. Oh man,
oh, that would be good.
that is good stuff.
And for dessert, I had Oreos and Little Debbie's. I'll tell you what, when I get my second wife, her name's going to be Little Debbie. I'm going to find that woman. I am going to find that woman.
Carolyn's still here somewhere, isn't she?
I think she is, yeah. She knows. She knows. There's two women I'll marry.
Oh, geez, I gotta go put that all. Okay, whatever. That's funny.
Put that all. Wait, I already put it all away, honey.
Oh, dinner.
All the food's away.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we have?
And we
Chicken,
made,
rice, and broccoli.
and we made a fresh loaf of bread tonight.
Oh, very cool. Use a bread machine or make it.
Love our bread machine.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Love our bread machine.
Yeah. We've got a friend that's a real life baker, and she makes some of the best sourdough bread.
Ooh, I love sourdough bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only made our bread machine died, our first one.
Yeah.
And so I made like 2 or 3 loaves of bread by hand. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It's hard work.
It is hard work.
Yeah, it is. And it's a real art form, too.
It is, no doubt. I do love sourdough bread, though.
Yeah. Something I really like and haven't found in years are really good sourdough English muffins.
I've never had one of those.
Yeah. Used to work in restaurants, and you know, they were way different than the crap you get in the grocery stores nowadays.
Yeah, it's hard to find some good sourdough bread. You really have to go to a bakery. Did
Yeah.
he go get coffee without even
Talking about
saying
food
goodbye?
now.
Is that what happened? Jeff went and got coffee?
Yeah, he just
without-
got up. He just got up right and got coffee.
Yep, I got coffee.
No warning, no nothing. Just got
Oh, I
up.
said I'll be back.
Did you?
I'll be back.
This
Here, Anthony.
shows how much we listen to you.
Yep. That's why I was like, they're not gonna miss me. I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Yeah, well, the food chat has begun there while you were gone, Jeff.
It wasn't.
Ah,
It was well. Ella McPherson. That was a long time ago, honey. You know it's Shania Twain now.
Little Debbie. Oh yeah.
Little Debbie and Shania Twain. Those are second and third wives.
Ellen McPherson, second and third wives.
It's no secret.
Oh yeah. I'm lucky. I got two of those cans of the orange rolls, the Pillsbury ones. I'm gonna make those tonight.
Oh, well, talking about those, Holly said about yeast rolls. I love yeast rolls, and I've on Facebook, because the two things I look at on Facebook are fish and food, right?
Yep.
So all these recipes keep coming up.
Oh, I know it.
There's a
Don't you
yeast.
look great?
Yeah, there's a yeast roll recipe that I want to try.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I am yeast. I love bread. I'm a bread person.
Yeah.
You guys are bowling. Oh, you mind if I do a short plug for Latoya?
You may.
We got that. We have a.
No, that's enough.
I just mentioned the name.
She better not be here. I didn't mean that, Latoya.
But we do have another auction coming up next month, December 7th. A day that will live in infamy.
Oh, geez, God, I hope not.
An auction that will
That
live.
didn't go well the first time.
Yeah. But no, seriously, we are going to have an auction on December 7th. So I don't know if there's going to be a lot of live stuff. We'll see how the weather is.
Yeah.
But she's talking about doing if people had artwork, aquatic artwork, or I don't know about plants. Are plants? I was going to ask Stephen P. if he's still here. Are plants a little more durable?
I think, yeah.
I mean, or are they?
Is Steven still here? Because I got to think that they'll take a little bit more of a temperature swing than fish will.
I was wondering about that.
Still pack them well.
Oh yeah.
I'd be disinclined to use a heat pack.
She's a sweetheart. Yes, she is, Carolyn. Yep. Latoya is so nice. I did did you see the unboxing I did the other day, Dave?
On your
You were
live
here,
stream. Yeah.
Yeah, on the live stream, yeah. She sent a nice package to me. It was so cool. And there's Alan. They're teasing me. Yep, I see you. I see you.
Steven says I can't hear Jeff because you all interrupted him. Sorry, Jeff.
I was asking if, because you know plants a lot more than I do. Are they more durable in the colder weather? I mean, if you use a heat pack, can they take a temperature swing more than fish? That was my question.
Yeah,
If they
freeze or get super hot. Yeah.
Yeah, if they freeze, all the cells just explode.
So
And if
I
they
bet
get super
with
hot,
a
they
heat pack,
turn to cooked spinach.
I bet with a heat pack, it'd probably be all right.
Mike. So Mike's in this food thing now. All right. So I got pictures from him on Facebook Messenger of lasagna and some kind of sausage, and now he's in here talking about wood-fired rigatoni and sausage. Yeah. See? Now
Good night,
everybody's
Carol.
in.
Have a good evening.
I'm starving. I gotta go get some coffee. Maybe I'll find something to eat too. I'll be right back.
Good night, Cheryl.
Oh, good night, Cheryl. Thanks for being here.
I know
yeah,
that one's extremely.
plants will take, cooler temperatures than. I think those plants at 63 in the box I got the other day would have been fine. Whereas I don't know. Maybe the Corys, what David was saying, they needed to be stirred up. They needed to be isolated, stirred up, allowed to, off toxin, all the stuff that they have, and. Yeah, I think insulation, but I don't know. I'm hesitant with heat packs and plants, but that's me. I'm afraid to cook the damn things.
You tape a lot better than I do, Stephen. Good night, Anthony. Have a great weekend.
Jeff, I have some questionable news.
Okay.
I told you we've got family coming for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
There's going to be 16 people here, and they're going to start showing up on Wednesday. I may or may not be able to join you Wednesday.
I was thinking about not doing it this week. I was going to maybe
Probably a good idea, but yeah,
because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If I do anything at all, it might be later at night.
all right,
So I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe a later night one after everything simmered down a little bit.
right. Well, reach out to me, and if I can, I will. I'd be happy to. But just I wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yep.
Yeah, and I meant to reach out to you yesterday, and I'm glad here I am airing dirty laundry in front of everybody.
Hey, you know what? If you can't do it here,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see, 60. Did you say 60? Because 16.
Yes, 16 people. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
should be fun.
It is 60 people? 60.
16.
Oh, 16. Oh, okay.
16. Yeah, 16. Plenty. Yeah, it'll be 16. Yeah, Carolyn, 16. God,
Yeah,
16.
Nathan Hovey. Hello,
Yeah.
Nathan. Welcome in.
Oh, hey, Nathan.
He was talking about possibly being in our upcoming auctions, too.
Yes, I recall.
He's got a lot of great plants and stuff. I'd love to have him join us.
Yeah. Jose, how are the fry doing? The crebensis fry?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Alan, are you getting drunk tonight?
God, I hope not.
I hope not.
Jeez, I'd like to listen to him talking Chinese when he's drunk.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, I'd pay to
They're
see
growing.
that.
Yeah, growing a lot. Good to hear. I'm really glad to hear it. Yeah. That's the species crebensis that I sent to him. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
made it from, coast to coast,
Hey, Nathan.
but the
Say
weather
hi,
hadn't
Nathan.
started going south yet. So
He says no, he's not getting drunk. Good.
good.
Almost half the size of the parents already. Wow.
Nice. Wow, that's fast.
That is a really
Yeah,
accelerated.
those grew a lot faster for me than the albino fry. They're still small.
I tell you, I still haven't put the boys with the girls yet. So
Yeah. And June, I saw June's post earlier that said she thinks she's starting to see little orange sun-kissed Neocaridina shrimp.
yes.
So I guess maybe I tried send her a couple bigger ones that were maybe buried. So
It doesn't take long if they get
no, once they get going,
acclimated to
yeah,
the tank, once they get comfortable.
they breed like cockroaches.
When I get my shrimp
I wish
tanks
my
filled,
yellows would.
I want to get some
Yeah.
yellow too.
Yeah,
My yellows.
I think
don't.
mine are starting to. I want to say off gas, off shrimp. There we
Off
go.
shrimp.
They're starting to off shrimp. Yeah, need to come up with some new jargon here.
Guy wants to come and share something on heater. Need to be maintenance and tough to do both.
What?
Okay, so is he asking for a link?
I'm not sure. Nathan says, "What's the lowest temps for Bosmani can handle?" I doubt I'm anywhere close, but I'm opening the windows at night. The tank was 68 Fahrenheit at the lowest.
Yeah, Jose's asking for a link.
I
Want me to
got
drop it? I can do it.
Okay.
I could too. Yeah. June, the babies
Oh, I can't. Darn it.
are so small.
You can't?
I can't put anything in the chat because it just
I got it.
I got it. Give me something to do there. There you go. Yeah, the babies are so tiny. They could get down in the gravel. You'll never see them until they get a little bigger. They'll stick up in plants, or they're.
Yeah, Stephen, I think they would prefer like 76 to 80, wouldn't it?
Is that all rainbows, David, or
Yeah,
some?
that might not be all rainbows.
Because I mean, there was a lot of, but a lot of Papua New Guinea, Northern Australia, that's warm temperatures. That's equatorial, isn't it? Or just south of the equator.
Yeah, and he's got the Bosmanis, so.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, it'd be interesting. I guess I've never really checked into some of the other species. I know that when I got the Bosmanis and looked into them, I know they liked it a little bit warmer, but
Right. So is they in there yet?
nobody up yet.
Jose, the links are in the chat.
They're right below your last comment.
There he is. Add to stage. There he is. Hello, Jose.
Hey.
I don't even have to do anything anymore. I can just go get coffee all the time.
That was quick getting on. No trouble.
How you doing, Jose?
Usually I have technical issues. No, I was driving from about an hour away. Was watching a movie with my daughter and my wife, and it was hard to type when you guys were talking about the heaters before.
Oh, yeah.
I had like 3 problems in the last couple of weeks with the heaters and the Inkbird, and I just wanted to share that. I think I have 8 Inkbirds in use right now, and they're great and everything. But it's like if we can trust fully these electronics, they small electronics, they can easily go wrong. One of the first thing I had with one of the Inkbirds was that it was saying that the temperature. This tank I keep at 79. It's the one with barbs and a few other things, and it was reading about 89, 90s. And I kind of panicked. I took the heaters off. I had 2 heaters in just as redundancy. And I said, let me just take them off. And I dropped in another temporary heater. I thought this one went wrong. And I decided to test it today. Yesterday I was testing it. And it was actually reading 112.
Wait, the heater or the Inkbird?
No, the Inkbird. But the actual temperature was 78. And I had a new Inkbird. I just did a test on a bucket. I tested the 2 heaters. They were fine. They were the regular glass Eheim heaters.
Yep.
But anyways, that was that. And then there's another Haiger heater that I had in the discus tank. It's supposed to turn off once the water level drops.
Yes, I've seen those, yes.
Right now. The same tank, I was getting low temperature on the Inkbird again. And I said, I don't know what was going on. I just dropped an extra heater in there until I was able to figure out what was wrong with the other ones. Anyway, so this was a few days back. Last Saturday. I'm changing the water. Then I see all this smoke and this burning plastic smell. I was changing the water, but sometimes I turn this extra heater off, and I didn't. And it didn't turn off as it's supposed to. So nothing died, thank God, because the water was below the heaters. But anyway, so we cannot trust them blindly. They can certainly malfunction, and although
we put all that faith in the Inkbird to control the heaters we're afraid of, and nobody ever really thinks about those Inkbirds failing, which they can. It's just an electrical item, so
exactly. One of the things that I'm going with lately, I think he's called Discus NT, a Canadian gentleman. He's been on the chat with you guys.
Chris Stubbs.
Huh?
Chris Stubbs?
I think that's his name. Yeah, I think his Discus NT is his channel name.
Oh no,
Yeah, he posts a lot of videos on every day. He just
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he posts a lot of stuff daily. So he was talking about the other day that his Oscar tank, they were like very jittery and they were like kind of jumpy. And then he realized that the heater cracked and they were getting shocked.
Oh wow!
Geez, yeah.
Yeah, that was always a thought in my mind, that what happens if these glass heaters break. So I'm getting out of the heaters and replacing them with the ones that have the actual controllers, the electronic controllers outside that are plastic, and they have metal inside. It's the metal bars instead of the glass. They can still fail.
I've been having my wife knit little sweaters for my fish. Figure if people can put them on their dogs and cats, I'm gonna put them on the fish.
Hello, Gil. Welcome in, mate. All the way from Australia.
Hi, Gil.
Oh wow! Hey, Gil.
Not a bad idea. But
not a bad idea.
just wanted to share that because we do put our trust blindly. I mean, I like the Inkbirds and I trust them highly, but they can malfunction, like
Yeah.
any electronics. But
Yeah.
they were good. They actually sent me another one.
Well, that's good.
And the heater that burned, also Amazon is replacing it.
We don't have
Oh,
to
wow.
start talking
Yeah.
about that because I mean, I can tell you that I went through the aquarium co-op heaters, so
Yeah. I know they were having problems with those
and
heaters.
it doesn't matter if they keep sending new ones out or not if they keep
Right.
failing. So,
Right.
but I mean, and I don't hold anything against them for that. I just got to the point where it's like, yeah, about done with that.
Look, Christine,
Christine's here.
come in.
Oh, hi, Christine.
I'll
And then I've-
let you guys go. I'll be listening and just doing some maintenance, late night maintenance as usual.
All right, thanks, Jose.
All right, I'll be
Good to
listening
see you.
in. I'll be here.
Yeah. Take care.
Thank you.
So, well, I was going to ask June. I wanted to know which high fin Corey she had
Oh yeah, that's right.
because she said high fin Corys, but which ones are those?
Yeah, what kind of Corys do you have, June?
I've only
Steven.
bought from Co-op twice so far.
I spent a lot of money at co-op. And
Yeah. I know they have a lot of problems with that heater. Or their
Yeah.
yeah.
Since
Jump
the
on
heater,
that Inkbird measuring 4 degrees Celsius below the actual temperature
well, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's like 8 or 9 degrees, isn't it, Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
I know, but I'm saying that's,
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
those are the ones I supposedly have coming from Bender McLeod, which Stephen P. You're on that link, aren't you?
So
Have
you
heard
paid
from
for them
Ben?
from to Ben, and he just hasn't sent them.
Correct.
How long has it been?
2 weeks.
No communication whatsoever, huh?
Just one notice, and I mean, oh, thank goodness, Christine.
Well, 4 degrees Celsius is 39 Fahrenheit, so I don't know what that tells you.
How many?
39 degrees
No,
Fahrenheit.
I just remember how many degrees Fahrenheit equal 4 degrees Celsius.
39 degrees Fahrenheit is 4 degrees Celsius.
I'm asking.
Wow.
Well, no, it's how many? There's what is it? 2 point something degrees.
I don't know. I'm looking at a conversion thing here, conversion app.
I'm just wondering how many degrees Fahrenheit equal 1 degree.
That's always nice to see right
Celsius.
there, David. All the
Oh, okay.
happy and healthy.
I know that is. I was kind of hoping to hear from her, and I think
Nice.
who's got the other one? What other order went out?
Oh, did you? Are they okay? Oh, happy and healthy. Thanks, Christine. I appreciate that.
Roxanne has 100 plus palliatus Corys.
I'm glad they got here.
Wait,
Or
Now,
there.
are all the palliatus long fin, or do they have the short fin too?
I thought they had short fin too. Wait, where are
I'll
we?
look.
Oh, fuck.
Right more, Foxy's Fishes here, Roxanne.
Yeah, that Paleatus. That's the salt and pepper,
Oh, okay.
and I think they're both short fin and long fin.
Oh.
And June says she has the high fin, long fin.
And Ron,
just-
I got the shrimp. They also arrived happy and healthy. Thank you both.
Yep. Saw that. Yeah, I'm glad they got there.
Oh, here you guys got FFL going from 38C to Fahrenheit. Okay. Most of my
That's not what I was asking. Oh, they're
What
short.
about this? 1 degree Celsius equals 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit? No.
No.
38 degrees Celsius is 100.40.
Yeah, I think I get what you're talking about in my brain.
If I increase an item 1 degree Celsius, how many degrees Fahrenheit did I
They
increase?
stopped selling the heaters because there were so many problems. I don't know if you heard about that, Jeff.
Yeah.
Aquarium Co-op. Who
Oh,
else
he
bought a
knows.
bunch of them? You did. It was you, David. You
I
bought a bunch.
bought 36 of them,
Wow.
and I don't even want to count how many I have left because I don't have anywhere near 36 of them, and that's been
Oh, now, this is
Started
interesting. So, I'm going to ask, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you there. The short fin and the high fin and the long fin. So the high fin, is that just the tall dorsal fin? And it goes up to a point? It doesn't flop over, does it? Because if that's the case, that's the kind I want to get. I just don't like them when they and they kind of like sag over. I just don't like that look. I'm picky, I know.
Well, I guess you just need them all. Well, there's got to be an answer to that question, right?
Yeah. 1.8
Anyways.
degrees Fahrenheit.
1.8 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Okay, so
A temperature increase of 1 degree Celsius is the equivalent to a temperature increase of 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
thank you for that. And Jose said it was off how many degrees Celsius? Did he say Celsius?
No, I think he said Fahrenheit.
Now I don't even know why I asked the question.
Gil was talking in Celsius.
Gil was. Something about
Oh,
4
this is
degrees.
how
I wondered how many
Ooh.
degrees Fahrenheit it was off, if it was off by 4 degrees Celsius. So that would be
1.8 times 4.
right, correct. Which would be 7.2.
So June, they do flop over to the side of the.
Wow, very good.
I want the regular ones in. Okay.
All right, so back to June and her fish.
Yes.
Did
Yeah, I was
Foxy
asking.
Foxy just order a bunch from her? So back to Stephen P. Stephen P, don't you have stuff you're waiting for from Ben McLeod too? You're in that loop, right? And are we still haven't heard anything? I would really like to first know whether he's all right or not.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to know where the fish are. What you
Oh, so
got
that-
'em from Foxy?
So that would be if it's touching the caudal fin, that means it's a longfin, right?
Ben
Oh.
McLeod, are you waiting for anything from Ben McLeod, Steven? Do I have to pull up that email? I thought he was in it, but
I heard somebody's in bad health or something. I wonder how he's doing.
it is him.
Stephen saying nope.
Oh, he didn't? Now I gotta find out who's in that loop.
Huh.
I know Swiffle's in it. Oh, Big Steve's glass. I saw Steven at the beginning and I thought it was Stephen P, but it's Stephen Callahan. So it's Stephen Callahan and Swiffle and me. Just the three of us, I guess. Yep, three of us waiting on a product.
Wow.
Well, I mean, and like I said, I only care if he's healthy and
Sure.
then I wonder where my fish are. So
Sure.
Roxanne wants a baby Oscar, June. Okay.
all right. So what else goes wrong? I gave you my horror story with my mutt guppies.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to go back to air pumps and blackouts,
there you go.
power losses.
So have you had an issue with that?
I haven't, but I've heard of people having it. So I Aquarium Co-op, they've got a battery backup.
Right.
I watch what's his name, Paul Stingray from Australia, on the tube, and he was showing these big. He calls them DC air pumps. They're an AC air pump, I think, with a battery. A DC, is that a DC backup? Anyway, I think they're battery backup. They're pretty good sized units, because apparently wherever he is, he's subject to periodic blackouts, at least during the winter months. So I think, Midwest, I remember, what was it, 3 years ago, those major power failures in the southern Midwest. People were getting $16,000 electric bills in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, power out for a week, you're going to lose all your fish. So probably will anyway because of no heat, unless you can heat the space.
So, I've been without power for as long as 8 hours, and
Yeah.
that's only happened once since I've had the fish room.
Right.
And I have tanks that are just packed with fish,
Right.
but there's a lot of plants in most of them.
Yeah.
So I did not have any problem with air in the tank. I didn't have any losses during the
Yeah.
power outage.
You know what that is, Sabwaz?
What?
That word there that Roxanne put? I'm done with Sabwaz.
Sawassetang.
Hmm?
Sawassetang.
Thing.
That's my guess.
Oh. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, actually, I think about it, David. We did have, we've got the way this house is wired is a joke. And I came home. I don't know if we were gone for the weekend to Disneyland. Came back and all the tanks in the garage were out. So there's no air flowing to those, and I don't know how. They're all hooked into one circuit, and that one circuit's got a GFCI
Yeah.
at the end of it. So that tripped for whatever reason.
Right. Yeah. Could be for a
so-
number of things.
Yeah. So a battery backup on the pump there would have been. I didn't lose anything.
Battery backup on a GFCI circuit is probably not the best thing to do, because a lot
A
of
battery-
GFCIs will sometimes. Well, no, that would work, because if it popped, then it would work. So I'm thinking about those big battery boxes that you can buy for computer backups, right?
That did
Oh,
happen to me
okay.
yesterday, in fact, now that you mention it.
Okay.
The living room tank. I went out there and everything was quiet. The refrigerator
Yeah.
and the 20-gallon tank that separates the living room to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I noticed that. So I knew what it was. Just popped it back in and everything started back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those computer, what do they give you? Like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what they're called.
yeah, and I got to think that, because those are plugged into the wall, and then when you lose power,
Yeah.
they're supposed to give you time to. I don't know how long they'd be good for.
I'd love to have a whole house generator, those one they just kick on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're like $8,000, but
Well, it depends on which one. Yeah, I got a buddy lives up in Lake Arrowhead, local mountains, and it was 2 winters ago. They had 16 feet of snow, and he's got a big Generac that runs the whole house.
yeah.
It doesn't just pick and choose certain things like the fridge and whatever. It runs the entire house.
Yes.
So yeah.
And that's what I'd want. I mean, that'd give you peace of mind. I mean, you can imagine if power went out for a couple weeks or something.
Well,
Right.
When the zombies start showing up, everyone's going to be looking to you because you got the generator.
Yeah.
the ammo too.
Yeah.
I'll stack them deep so you guys can make it in.
I'm trying to think of what the hell they call those things for the computer power. The
And I don't
power
know-
backup.
Yeah, I don't know how long they last either, but DIY
That's it.
battery.
I guess the
backup.
battery backup, huh?
Because so they make battery powered backup sump pumps.
Yeah.
The battery connection for that is a 12-volt car battery.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
basically, the pump runs off of the 12-volt battery all the time, but the battery is always maintained with a charge. So
Right.
That's what we were talking about, Christine.
Yeah.
Kathy's been wanting one of those for a while.
Yeah.
And for her, she needs to have we have to have the power for her.
yes,
Right.
yes, uninterrupted power supply. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Gil. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big deal. And, I guess with the sump pumps, when that runs out, So
It wouldn't be hard to do a DIY project with that, because all you would need would be for an air pump, you would need a 12-volt deep cycle battery, put a trickle charger on it, and then run a DC-AC converter, which you can probably buy for $29 on eBay.
right.
And it's probably, you can get it for 100 or 1,500 watts, which will definitely run your air pump. And you just run that air pump off of that battery, and maybe you have to change that battery out every 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
But that battery, you'll always have that battery running off of that inverter, and
Right.
you'll always have that. You always have that air line. But but I have multiple air pumps, so. But my two big ones do the loop.
Right.
Well, they each have their own loop, but yeah, that I had never even. That's probably when I build my new fish room. When I dig out my basement, I will set that up in there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Brian's talking about an old battery backup from a computer.
Yeah.
Runs an LPH 80
For 8 hours.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yes. Yeah, I would love to have the big Generac one.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, we haven't needed anything like that here. We're not, we're that kind of inclement weather so
Yeah,
far.
we have to stay warm. She has to keep warm.
Gil, they have the trickle chargers out there.
Yeah.
Charger will be charging up full voltage. Oh, I see what you're saying, because you're getting the constant draw on the air pump. That's true.
Nathan says I got 2 port battery backup air pumps off Amazon for $27. I think it runs 90 hours on mode 2. That's about 10 seconds off and then 10 seconds on.
Huh.
Yeah, as long as you got some kind of gas exchange where you're getting a little some oxygenation.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't need to run constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like 10 or 15 seconds per minute probably would be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something to agitate the water, get some oxygen.
Yeah, and probably even a bigger span than that. You can probably even, if you can time that 5 minutes or 10 minutes and really stretch it out that way. Yeah, I know mermaids don't like cold water, Roxanne. I do get that. They are more tropical creatures, I think.
Nice warm water.
So I've heard.
Yeah. Well, of course, the ones in, in Harry Potter, they were in the UK. I'm guessing they are cold tolerant.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. I ain't never heard of a mermaid living in Wisconsin, but apparently it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I use the UPS inverter, only draws the deep cycle battery when the main goes out. I made a video of it. Yep.
Oh, well, that'd be.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that would be. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out
Mm-hmm.
because I am a DIY guy.
Oh no, we don't want your hair to snap off. Don't want that to happen.
I'm trying to keep what I have.
Huh. I need to get back to putting the
Coffee is really
last
cool.
time my wife did my hair, she switched lengths. I like it a lot shorter than this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut my own hair.
That's what I do too.
Saved me about it was like $26 when I was going to the barber. I was like,
That's a salon charge. That's a barber charge for you, $26.
they're expensive here. I don't know why.
Shit, I still got a barber pole barber. I
Yeah,
think you got I don't know, what do you, $12, $15. I always just give them a 20, the tip and all, but
I was
somebody's
gonna
going to China, aquarium animals.
say, yeah, Alan's going to China. Yeah,
Really?
no, he's
Oh,
gonna.
he's going.
Yeah,
He's going to
like
talk Chinese. Yeah.
He's gonna talk Chinese.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to come in and do it, Alan?
Easy, Gil.
The more hair I lose, the more head I. He's talking about real estate up here.
Then June
Yeah,
said,
that's it.
June
Yeah.
Bill, my husband says that he's a liar.
Oh my gosh. All right. Where's the adult supervision when we
I know,
need it?
right?
Yeah.
He says he may come up one day and do it for us.
Cool.
I think it is hilarious. It is funny. I always ask him when I go and he does a live. I always ask him. I always request it. He doesn't always do it, but it's so funny. I'll probably get dinged for it eventually, but
Yeah, right. He was just giddy as all could be. I was so happy to see him. So happy.
I know it. He'd been so depressed.
I swear, I think he was a foot off the ground. I don't even think he was walking on the ground. I think he was.
Yeah, he was
floating
flying.
there. Yep.
He was very happy with his new place.
Yeah, Holly, this guy's a little one. Well, he's got 2 chairs, but it's just him. Just a little old barber shop.
Oh,
One of the old barber pole barber shops.
Alan wants paid to do it.
I'll buy you a cup of coffee when I make it to New Zealand. I'll take you out for a coffee, Ellen.
All right, so air pumps.
Yeah. I think we beat that bed.
Yeah, I'll have to remember to look at gills. I'll check that one out.
Water quality.
Well, water quality would always be an issue. Yes.
I've been going back and forth. He was on our chat, I don't know, a while ago. It's just maybe last week. Turns out he lives right across the street from me, right across the main drag here. And he's talking about cycling a tank and taking weeks to do it. I do fish in. And he was, talking about nitrites being an issue with the hemoglobin of fish. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh wow.
I know. I was on Mike's channel, his stream once, and there was Whip and what's his name, Aqua, somebody from Florida. And anyway, there's a couple people. And they were talking about, I think we all came to the same conclusion that nitrates aren't a problem. Nitrates can hit 500 parts per million, and the fish just swim right through it. Plants suck it up if you got enough plants.
Right.
But this guy's talking about nitrites being an issue. I know ammonia will burn your gills. Ammonia can fry soft tissue when it's high enough.
Gil, I didn't know crutches grew hair. What the heck?
that's good.
You got hairy crutches out there? Hairy crutches in Australia. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Roger. I couldn't stop.
I'm trying to see.
A green sponge in a new tank. Add the fish. I might even add a little bit of that bacteria.
Yeah, I use the API.
Problem. I've never had a loss of a new tank setup with fish.
Once I did.
In years. It's been a long, long time. I'm talking like back in the 70s, 80s.
I set up a 55 and I put it was probably just too much water. But I put like 6 guppies in it and they were dead in 2 days.
Holy shit, that seems like something else.
But so then I just, I switched everything around, right? I mean, I got a different sponge in there. I dropped, now I usually drop a whole bunch of plants in it too.
Yeah. I will squeeze an old sponge filter into new setup. I'll fill the tank. I'll scavenge water out of a bunch of tanks and put that in there, and then also handful of plants.
Scoop of substrate. If it's the same substrate, you get down.
Yeah. And then I use the API Quick Start if I remember. And then I'll put, I'll dose it with that. That's what I did with that Rubbermaid tub I got outside. Is I built those little storage trays with substrate, stuck plants in it, dropped those in.
Yep.
Agreed.
I used the Jungle Val in one and Amazon Sword in the other. Jungle Val is not happy out there. I think it's too cold for it.
The Jungle Val I got from you, it started with 1 plant. I've got 4 now, and they're all the way to the top already.
Yeah, I love that.
One grew overnight. I mean, I looked down right in front of that sword plant. Yeah. One day wasn't there. The next day, boom, it's all the way to the top.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
That is cool.
So I dropped in a big handful of guppy grass, and then I poured in a little bit the API Quick Start, and that's where those orange Medaka rice fish live. So I got to get one of those little glass floating thermometers.
I think I'm done. I'm done with gonna avoid substrate. I should say. I shouldn't say I'm done with it. But
Yeah,
that last rack I set with the number of fish I've been catching lately, I'm over substrate. Although I do like the Corys being on sand, but I did in that last rack I built. There's one Cory grow out tank there. It's 20 gallon long, and I kept it bare bottom, and I've got probably 60 bronze Aeneas in it. And so
Right.
far, they look like they're doing absolutely fine. It doesn't look like they care one bit. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and stay with bare bottom tanks.
I think it's a lot easier for maintenance for
Yeah.
breeding fish. Yeah.
Just for
Breeding.
catching fish. It's catching fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, digging, whatever, whether you got gravel or sand or,
You got like a tank that's kind of scaped out a little bit. It's really,
yeah, God forbid you got a planted plant in there.
Right.
yeah.
It's one
My
thing to
40
pull
with
out
my
a bunch of
tank
guppy
definitely
grass.
not going to be a catch tank to catch
Yeah.
something out of there. That's
Right.
what's in there staying. But that's a good idea though, having some bare bottom just for like breeding for profit. You're going to be selling fish and catching them.
Yeah, you're going to be moving them out of there, within 3 to 6 months. So,
Right.
but I know that there's some people that just have that. They just have that complex in them that they just can't stand looking at detritus on the bottom of a bare bottom tank.
Yeah.
But see, what they don't realize is you got to have that detritus for the bacteria to eat.
Bacteria, right? And
Otherwise, it'll start, when the bacteria starves and dies, that's when the problems start.
well, that's why they'd rather have a substrate there so they don't see it as much. They just can't. They don't like seeing it. But I mean, those aren't showcase tanks for me.
Right.
They're working tanks.
Right.
So, yeah, that black sand does look sweet. We did that in one tank, and I do like it. But like I said, I really, truly think I'm going bare bottom now as often as I can.
I did that with my mystery snails back when I was breeding them a few years ago.
In bare bottoms?
Bare bottoms, and I guess if I could added more calcium to the water, but I was having some problems. The shells were starting to get a little bit dodgy on them.
Yeah.
And then I added the aragonite, and they start healing back up.
Of course, you could just throw a bag of crushed coral in.
That's what I was just going to say, because I had some mystery snails in a bare bottom tank, and I just had a pile of crushed coral in one corner.
Yeah, they love that.
But I don't care what I don't care what bottom is on a snail tank. I mean,
Right.
what difference does that make? Although one of my other topics that I would love to get into is how do we use our tanks for multi-uses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, because how often I have a lot of tanks that are species specific,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking that might not be the best use of that tank.
I think that depends on the species.
Have you ever seen an albino Malaysian trumpet snail?
See what Jeff says?
Yeah. 123 inches of loam. That's
I think he meant 1, 2, or 3 inches of loam is just fine. I hate the look of glass.
yeah.
I got some albino Malaysian trumpet snails now.
Yeah.
The shells are white. I did a short earlier on them,
Oh, cool.
but albino, it's really cool looking. I never seen them before, but I've got a few of them now.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to what you were just saying there, Dave, about utilizing the space. One of the Australian fish keepers, Keeping Fish Simple, did a video on that, on maximizing space and using maybe 2 or 3 different species, maybe snails, maybe shrimp, and maybe like Corydora.
You can do shrimp, bristlenose plecos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bristlenose plecos, shrimp, and maybe a midwater fish.
Yeah, bristlenose plecos with a lot of different fish.
Or even guppy grass.
Yeah. Even throw plants in, or pots, and I've got some of those. I like terracotta because I just like terracotta with substrate, and you can buy those little, the little plastic baskets of plants, the
Yep.
typical little, crypts.
Right.
And there's a lot of times there's 10 or 12 crypts in there. You can divide those all out, spread them around in a pot. They take off, and you get some nice big crypts that way. And just set the whole pot in the tank like that on a glass bottom tank.
Yeah, Steven.
I'm thinking about trying that, like a little farm tank, and once I get better with plants.
See,
Yeah.
Steven hides all of his substrate with plants.
Yeah.
And then there's June. Did their fish for Oscars or stingrays.
Right? Oh, blue snails with my blue shrimp.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
snails and shrimp are fine. I don't see, except for plecos, because I don't even trust some of the cories. Except for plecos, I don't see any other fish to put with shrimp. Because I think that every fish out there is going to eat those baby shrimp.
I've got those
They will.
neon orange swordtails that, they probably would if they could find them. There's enough cover for them to hide. So,
Yeah, same here.
yeah. You can always drop a layer of like the big Indian almond leaves in. You're worried about the tannins, cook the leaves first, and
Yeah.
then just drop the leaves in. Then there's cover for the shrimp to get under. And if you got a pot, potted plants or floating plants, shrimp will get up in those too. So,
Yeah, sometimes, Steven, you don't own enough nets when you're trying to get fish out of a planted tank.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to catch Mickey Mouse platies for an order yesterday. Oh my God. And it's full of guppy grass. I'm pushing the guppy grass all back to one end,
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to scoop the fish out. It would have, I should have just grabbed a handful of it and dropped it in a bucket.
Yep, that's exactly what I've done lately. I've just
Yeah.
I got a little 2.5 gallon bucket there, and I just pull all that, whether it's guppy grass or hornwort.
Right,
But-
right.
What about what?
You have duckweed in your tanks?
It's fairly minimized now.
Yeah.
It's down pretty good.
Yeah.
Mine's down a little bit, but what I do, I'll put the fish, I'll take the water out of the tank, net the fish out, let the guppy grass float to the top, and I clear all that out, and then
Yeah.
I'll bag the fish up. But
Yeah.
not in that water. I got the fresh water that's already been dechlorinated and, it's fresh and heated.
Right. I've got duckweed in one of those plastic 41 quart storage trays. They're pretty. They go under the bed. The bigger, wider, longer ones for under the bed storage, blankets, sweaters, whatever, that kind of stuff. And I've got guppy. I had I still do dwarf water lettuce in it, and the duckweed got away from me. So I'm just gonna pull all the plants out of there and toss them all. I'm not going to try and just, collect out the duckweed. It's just too much trouble.
Yeah, I get into that situation with hair algae and a couple of
Yeah.
times. You get to a point where it's, whether it's hornwort or pogo stemon, it's
Yeah.
like, I'm not even going to try and pull that apart. We're starting over.
Yeah, I've got a big wad of Christmas moss that's infested with that. I hate to lose all that Christmas moss, but
I just went through stuff that Jeff Kane sent me because I've kept it separate because I'm worried about the scuds. So he had sent me some Christmas moss and some Java moss, and I've got those separated out now. I cleaned them up because there was a ton of duckweed in them.
right.
And then I was afraid of the scuds as well.
My nemesis.
Pulled
Yeah.
that all apart, cleaned it all up. I got those started in little Tupperware containers, so I'm going to keep an eye on them and see what I can do with those. I don't know how you should I be able to see scuds if they're
Oh, yeah, you'll see scuds.
all right. So okay.
I'll tell you one thing right now, from what I found, angelfish are the best for hunting scuds.
Wow, yeah. I never want those. Not the angelfish.
I'll tell you what, I tell you, when I'm talking about the worst thing that you ever decided, worst decision you ever made for your fishing was me bringing those scuds into this house.
Right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I could, if I had it to do, I would keep duckweed, Malaysian trumpet snails, and ram's horn snails for the rest of my life if I could get rid of those scuds. If I had to,
Right.
if I could trade that to the destiny of the universe,
Right.
I'd do it.
Yeah. You ever use algae wafers, Gil, for the shrimp? I'll drop a couple algae wafers in. They'll get past, well, not a lot. I'll drop 5 or 6 algae wafers in my tank with those platy or those swordtails, and the shrimp will come out. The plecos will come out. The cories will come out. So everybody gets some of those. I'll drop them in my shrimp tanks also. The tanks that I have that are more focused on shrimp. What about puffers too, June? I don't get it.
Pea puffers to eat the scuds.
Oh yeah. Oh, do
My
they?
farmers don't eat scuds. I think the scuds chase them around. They don't eat it. Even my paradise fish will take one in, chew on it, spit it out, and it's still alive.
Must not taste good.
I don't know what the deal is, but the angelfish, they chow them right down.
That's great. Yeah.
They
So
don't-
that tank you got your 2 angels in ought to be clean by now, huh?
Oh, that 40 gallon is cleaned out. I mean, and
Yeah.
the moth is like twice the size, so I know that they're gone because
Right.
that moss would disappear within like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The other-
Everybody loves the algae wafers. Yeah, all my fish just go nuts of those. I buy those 2.5 pound bags, buy 2 at a time. I can't remember the name of the Aquatic Foods. Is that it? And my fish love those things.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't had a fish that won't nibble on those yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I get mine from Brine Shrimp Direct.
Yeah.
Bogart those algae wafers as soon as I put it in the tank. It's like they hit the bottom of the tank and you watch them, and it's like they can all sense it no matter where they're at. They all start zeroing in on it. It's really weird, like zombies.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm looking for those algae wafers that I bought.
Did you get those on Amazon?
The first time I did, the last time they were out, so I got them on eBay. And I'm not seeing them right now.
That's cool. Ben Sharp says he's had 10 pea puffers for about 2 years. Haven't had to feed them once.
Yeah.
Those scuds just multiply like crazy.
Yeah, it is Aquatic Foods on eBay. A 5 pound jar is $54.
I can't remember what I paid
Oh,
for.
I take that back. These are spirulina. Yeah, that's the one.
5
Sinking
pound
spirulina.
jar of algae wafers is $50.
Yeah, 54.
I'm trying to remember what those are at Brine Shrimp.
And yeah, these are.
Oh,
I like them. Well, I don't, not so much, but my fish like them. Put it that way.
you tried them?
Yeah, no.
My black mollies love those algae wafers too. They do the same thing. You can see them. The plecos don't get a stand a chance unless I turn the lights out first and then throw a couple.
Yeah. I've seen this I've got a tuxedo guppies in one of my tanks with the Blue Dream shrimp, and that's exactly what it looks like. All you see is little assholes and elbows. The guppies eating the wafers, and the shrimp can't get it. So I got to feed them and then throw some more in for the shrimp. Hopefully they'll get crumbs. That's a tank that I've got. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, that could be the whole new thing, I guess. I could do that and start a whole new line.
Oh,
But I've got blue dream shrimp, panda cories, and tuxedo guppies all in that tank. So it's a 3 thing going on. And that's been working well. I got to start pulling guppies out of there, the tuxedo guppies, and start selling them, I suppose. What, like trios? What is it, 2 females and a male, or the other way around?
2
2 males
females.
and 2 females? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My Java moss grows so fast, and I have so much of it. I think that might be something I'm going to be offering on a regular basis.
Yeah.
it's just, I have a 29-gallon tank. It's almost completely stuffed.
Right.
It's really good stuff. I brought a big handful down here and just put it in the 40, and it's already this big.
When I bought the green jade shrimp, he put Java moss in. And then I bought another batch of those, so there's more Java moss. Then I got the yellow ones, more Java moss. And it's actually starting to grow for me.
My water spray's doing good now too, David.
Well, that's
cool.
good. I was wondering.
Dude, my green jade aren't ready yet. But when they are, I will let you know. I haven't had the colony that long, and I'm waiting for it to, do what shrimp do, like explode. I was saying earlier, they breed like cockroaches, and they really do. But it's just the tanks. I don't know how long I've had them now, maybe 2 months. So I'm starting to see little ones, but just not enough yet to start digging in. But I will. Yeah, you're welcome. They are cool. They're pretty.
Oh yeah, any temperature.
Yes.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Me sitting out on the back porch in 35 degrees eating ice cream. I would not. I'm with you. That's my favorite food group is the ice cream group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor ice cream?
Oh wow.
That's a
one,
good
huh?
question.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah,
Well,
that's a tough one.
I'd say that there's probably a couple, but one of my go-tos is mint chocolate chip.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I love that.
Yeah, Kathy likes that too. Yeah.
You know,
Not
there's-
so much.
I never liked it before, but I like because my mom liked it so much, and then my mother-in-law, who passed away, they love butter pecan. I love it too.
Yeah. I mean, I can eat it. I'm not going to turn it down, but
I'm not a big
It's my
fan
favorite. It's one of my ones I like. And chocolate, of course, chocolate ice cream.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of nuts and ice cream because very often they're just soggy, and I don't like that. There's a little ice cream place around the corner from us. They got something called Thatched Roof, and it's like vanilla ice cream with chocolate fudge swirls and little roasted almonds that are chocolate covered, so they're crunchy. That's really good.
there's a chocolate with a chocolate chunk brownie ice cream or something.
Oh yeah.
I really like that. That's good.
Do you guys have a brand called Talenti?
We do not.
Oh, Nilla Bean. Yeah, that's good
Comes in
stuff.
little plastic pints with a brown plastic lid on them. There's some good. Some are gelatos and some are. Yeah, I like that stuff. And what was this, Ryan? What are you saying? Our green hope neocate are taking forever to start breeding, and other shrimp don't have any issues. You know, they're just genetics different. I would just say be patient. What are these?
16 ounces for it's a pound. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
I got mine from Ken,
that's
so I
Pride
got-
Shrimp Direct,
Okay.
and I mean, my fish love it. Snails love it. Fish love it.
Right.
Mhm.
Geckos love it.
Those look similar to the ones I get from Ken's Fish.
I see they're on sale now. I should probably stock up. Yeah, because I think I just pulled my last one out of the freezer. So, because I buy two at a time, so one goes in the freezer when I get it.
Yeah. Here, I got one for you. If I can. Yeah, here you go. This is the eBay one that I get, the Aquatic Foods. And this one's in 2-pound cans. Last time I bought it, they were in bags, and they were 2.5-pound bags. And I bought it as 5 pounds, so they shipped me 2 bags.
The containers like that, the screw-on lids are awesome.
Yeah, I like these. Yeah, and what I do is I keep them in the fridge, and I'll open. You know, I use those Talenti containers, and I'll fill those, and I'll feed out of that and leave the big one. So it just kind of, I think it keeps it fresher longer. I don't really know, but
I really do believe that
yeah,
Hikari wafers are the best.
yeah. And actually, the bags of these that I get, they're in the freezer. I keep those frozen. But mostly all that brine shrimp eggs I keep in the fridge. the Hikari First Bites. I use that.
There he is. Melvin's in the building.
Melvin.
On that
Melvin, ready?
All that stuff.
I
in
gotta
the
get
fridge.
ready. I gotta get ready around here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see if I can figure out how to do this now.
So let me get that out of the queue too.
Hello, Melvin.
Why is this not doing what I want it to do?
What are you trying to do, David?
Trying to make one of the pictures bigger than the other.
Oh, I'll do it. Which one do you want?
I want me in the big one.
Okay, I got it.
Why am I hitting that button and nothing's happening?
Don't do anything. I got it.
All right.
There you
There
go.
I just wanted to show this to Melvin.
you are.
Check it out.
Oh no.
Okay, you can make me small again.
He likes the Pittsburgh, don't you, Melvin?
Oh. So what? Well, we're on those. While you're talking about those wafers,
Yeah.
what makes a wafer better? Do you think, Jeff? I mean,
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
as long as, in my
as
opinion,
long
if
as
the
your
fish
fish
eat
are
it,
eating them, yeah.
if the
You know,
fish eat it,
I originally got the little things of Fluval, what do they call them? Algae crisps. They're expensive as hell. And I think that's one of the things why I got the wafers I just shared up here, because the price was right.
Right.
And the fish love them. So that's all I got, really.
I'm not celebrating it, Foxy. I just am not a Pittsburgh fan at all. And I thought I was going to be this year for 2 games because I was so mad at Cleveland for the whole Deshaun Watson thing. But, man, when that game came up last night, I just could not cheer for Pittsburgh. So
you're right, Stephen P. Sometimes they do float. And I'll be honest with you, I've been using those, the Tetra Pro. They got that little green center, and they love them.
Yeah, that's what counts.
I have never had one of those pellets that have not sunk. Never. And I've gone through, I don't know how many pounds of those things.
Yeah. I like the looks of those sticks that Skipper was sharing. Who's that, Ken?
Matt's here.
The shrimp sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lake DeLand's making them. That's where he got his, too. Didn't he open a Lake DeLand, Jeff?
What's that?
It was like Ed's or Ken's or, the sticks that Skipper was showing one time.
I think he got.
We went to the website.
Oh, you went to a website?
Oh, for the shrimp sticks?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't buy any of those from Ken's, but I got some from
It's Ken.
the
There we go.
You have no idea, Roxanne. You have no idea. You're just scratching the surface.
Just keep them out of the little Debbie's aisle at the grocery store, and you'll be all right.
Oh, so there's a story about that too. We were out for dinner with my sister and brother-in-law, and he made we were going to the store afterwards to do some shopping, and he said, "Well, what are you going to buy?" And I said, "Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be stopping at the Little Debbie aisle." And so after we went to the grocery store, I took a big picture, zoomed in on the whole Little Debbie section, and I sent it to him, and he just laughed and laughed. I said, "I told you I was going to get Little Debbie." Because, that is a really nice section of the grocery store. All those boxes lined up. You got the small boxes for the amateurs, and you got the super packs for the professionals. I go right to those super pack big boxes.
You could trade yins for the dog pound, David.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated with Deshaun Watson, but I truly believe that Deshaun Watson has taken his last snap at Cleveland. So,
welcome in, Matt.
Yep, welcome, Matt. Yeah, so anyways, okay, back to the algae wafers. Yeah, I got to think, when you're buying that much fish food, you're going to look for deals. I mean, and as long as the fish are eating it and the ingredients are, most of those ingredients, proteins are within 3 to 5%. I mean,
yeah, usually hover between 30 and 50% usually. You destroyed the info. Oh, yep.
How in the world does a mermaid in Wisconsin cheer for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
You came up short in the blizzard.
I'm thinking there's something a little off with you, Foxy.
You guys having snow right now?
Who, us?
You say,
I
Melvin
know
said-
you're not. I know you're not talking to Ron.
I'm talking to Melvin here. He says he came up short in the blizzard.
Oh, the
Well, how
Cleveland
tall
game.
is he?
Yeah, right. Good one, Ron. The
Thanks.
Cleveland game
I'll be
last
here
night
all night.
was snowing. It looked like a snow globe. It
Yeah.
was snowing in Cleveland.
Well, Melvin's not in Cleveland, is he?
I'm a transplant.
Melvin's in
Didn't have me
Pittsburgh,
shipped in.
but
Yeah.
Pittsburgh was playing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was,
all right.
I love watching a good snow game.
Yeah.
So Foxy's from PA. Huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Brian had her shipped in. Rescued her from PA. Really? Because going to Wisconsin, I don't know, man.
I'm looking at this. I'm going to share it. It's something Stephen, I don't know, it showed up in my notifications just now. I can make that bigger maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that any bigger? I mentioned on a stream tonight that one of the members' emojis I tried to upload keeps getting rejected. A crypt pink flamingo illustration. So what do you think? Too herbal looking?
Really?
Name your emoji required crypt. Enter the emoji name without your custom emoji has been found to violate YouTube's community guidelines. Really? As you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emoji.
Don't they have an emoji for a marijuana leaf?
The rejected emoji.
I mean, they have that emoji, don't they? Why wouldn't they allow this emoji on there?
Which emoji is that? I can't see it.
It's a little like, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
A little pink thing. I mean,
right.
A what?
I don't even. You can't even really tell what it is. I mean,
No.
Well, what does it look like? Similar to?
it just looks like a pink sea anemone.
Kinda.
Oh,
Control plus.
That's-
No, all it's doing is moving it around. I can't
Yeah.
make it any
so you
bigger.
can't use that, huh? That's weird.
Well, apparently not. Yeah. Maybe there's
over middle.
They don't-
Oh,
emojis are copyrighted, and this one's not, or I don't know.
I know, right? One of the other accepted member emojis is a middle finger. Yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. It might have something to do with copyright.
gotta
I-
make it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello, Craig. Has he been here before? No, he just got here.
No, he's here earlier.
Was
I
he?
think for a couple
No,
minutes.
it's the first I see Craig. Howdy, Craig.
Oh, I thought I seen him earlier.
Oh, he might have been. It's the first I see.
He had just the eyes. The eyes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, lurking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. See at work.
No, he shouldn't be. I don't think.
Jenna drew that pink flamingo.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious. So, YouTube doesn't like Jenna? Huh? That's not very nice.
What they don't like Jenna?
Apparently, they won't put
Wow.
her drawing on.
They're skating on thin ice now.
Yeah, right. We shall all revolt.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, the Empire, the Fish Empire. Just so that anybody knows, I went on to look up that food from Brine Shrimp Direct and ended up on Bulk Reef Supply Company. And you enter your email and your cell phone number, and you're entered for a $499 gift card. So I did that while I was there. I'll probably have to shut off all the notifications I'm going to get on my cell phone now.
Oh, you hate setting up new tanks? I like setting up new tanks, actually. I got just a regular process, squeeze the sponge out.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. It's a process, Jeff. You got to get to the end.
It's like a routine. That's the best part. Yeah, you're right, Craig.
Huh.
Yep. How rude they don't like my friend Jennifer. Yeah, isn't that right, Melvin?
I don't think it's that they don't like her. They just don't like what she does.
Well, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
I was just trying to search, why YouTube has a problem with certain emojis, and this didn't say, hate speech, like, I don't know, sexual, whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you couldn't put up the swastika or anything like that.
No.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things you can't put up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe they just, the algorithm sees this as something, I don't know,
like some of the
too
games
vague.
news and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe draw it larger with more detail and then shrink it down. Kind of like, what do they call them? A favicon that goes up in at the end of a tab, right now, and I'm on Chrome. I've got StreamYard going on Chrome. And so the tab at the left end of the tab is the duck head. And that's called a favicon. So maybe make it, the kind of like favicon qualities.
Steven.
There you go. Give that a shot.
How detailed can you get that picture?
Yeah. Don't forget to get some poo coming out of it.
You can always just tell you can say it's just a hole in the ground. We wouldn't know any different.
Yeah, what do you want to call it? I'll call it a hole in the ground. Yeah, you just can't touch your pink flamingo on YouTube. Yep.
Tell Jenna to draw worse, Stephen. They'll accept it then.
Brian's going to send him some pictures.
Tons of creases and residue.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Stop that disgustingness.
65 freshly moved. Oh, nice. That's gotta feel good to have those tanks going, ain't ya? You gonna have so much fun with those aquariums? Boy, I love this hobby so much. Get all those tanks, all those fish, breeding them. That's what it's about.
Yep.
Seeing those little fry. I love seeing the fry too.
Yeah, I'm eager to. I got to dump. And I would have done it today, but I just wasn't up to it. I've got to dump my deli jar out of the cherry barb tank and out of my CPD tank, and I got to set one up inside my Glow Light Danio tank. You have not seen any eggs in your glow lights yet?
I have not. And I was using my magnifying glass earlier. I was looking real close. That's when I discovered I had a albino Malaysian trumpet snail.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, it's something. I mean, something different. But I'm still waiting. They're still, circling around that Java moss, above the container. So, I keep feeding them baby brine shrimp, and maybe they'll get going on it.
Yep. My CPDs are going crazy around that. I'm eager to see because I don't know that I'm dropping any eggs through that mesh container that I got floating in there, but I'll see. We'll figure something out. I got to get those CPDs going. Now, I don't know if you've been watching any Chuck Fisch's.
Oh, no, I haven't. He has some content now?
He's got some content. He's got some CPD breeding content.
Oh, good.
He's doing.
Okay.
He's got quite a few tanks of CPDs.
Nice.
You suppose yours are old enough?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are.
One of the new Palpatine. Henceforward, Stephen P. is known as Guppy's Mosh Pit. Oh, I think he's talking about the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be the new Palpatine.
Yeah, right. I think that's yeah.
What is it? The Emperor. Yeah.
I don't like the dark side.
I think he's saying you got a dark streak in you.
Well, I do, but it's like
Don't
I
we
try to
all?
keep it under-
Don't we all? Everybody except Jeff P.
Yeah.
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 No dark
All
streak.
around good guy.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You got a
So
dark
anyway, what are
streak.
you saying about age? You think they're old enough to?
I think they're old enough. Mine are. Maybe not the last batch that I threw in there from.
Yeah.
I got some from Ed Moats. They might have been a little young, but I think my initial batch was definitely old enough. I got to think they're
Good morning,
breeding at
Deb.
like 6 months, aren't they? Hi, Debs.
We have until 8. Oh, holding that's cute. Oh, nice. Adolfoid.
What? Jeff's getting Adolphois? Or is he getting
Ooh,
Duplicarius?
that's nice.
Steven will tell you which ones those are. Steven doesn't care anymore. He just says, I have Adolphi's or Duplicarius. I don't know which ones I got.
Here's Jeff. He's ready for him.
Yeah, I could go for some of those. Either one I would take. I don't have a clue, he says. Yeah.
We have something in common then.
Yeah, those are, yeah, right.
We have something in common.
There's a lot of us that don't have a clue.
I don't have a clue.
You don't have a clue either?
Not a clue.
So it must be 7 o'clock in the morning in Britain right now, right? We're 2
Where?
o'clock. So 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Oh, you've got
Yeah.
both of them, Roxanne?
she's saying good morning.
Duplicarius?
Good morning, Debs.
Mm-hmm. They look the same.
They do look the same. How do you tell them apart? You have to tag the little things. Put a little tail tag on them.
I like the Adolphoi better. They act like Pelietis.
What's the Paleatus act like?
Like the salt and
Adolph,
pepper. Like the salt
where
and
were you?
You like salt and pepper shaker on the middle of the dining room table?
Keep them in different tanks.
Hi, puppy dog.
Brian says our guppy mosh pit has devoured most of the plant. Oh, really? The guppies have? I didn't know they ate plants.
Yeah.
They do. I didn't know that. My endlers don't do it.
I've never seen guppies eating plants.
Uh-uh.
Jenna P. is
Not
the
calling
only
you a
one
liar,
that-
Ryan. Three. You're only getting 3 fish? What? 3? Oh, time. Face, tentacles, and fine rays. That's how to tell them apart.
Jeff, did those Crips ever make a comeback? Jeff K?
My little crip's coming back. I got from you.
Yeah, I sent Jeff K some too, and I know they. I don't know. Yeah, they were small, and they were floating in a tank. But I could probably come up with some more if they didn't.
I just want to know, Brian, are you sure that you put the right ones in the
All
right
right.
tanks?
I had a bunch of Crips in pots, bunch of the Wendy eyes that I melted all of them out, and I don't know, a month and a half later, they started to recover. So maybe these will too. Oh, all right, yeah. All right. Well, let me know.
Ugh. Okay, so what did we do?
Well, we did heaters. We did
Ugh.
air pumps. We did that. What's it called? That thing that Jose was having problems with?
Ugh.
It's heater related.
Oh, the Inkbird.
Inkbird. Yeah, I'd
Heater
never heard of
control.
one of those, and I just saw a whole page of them on Amazon.
For the
Oh,
most
that's
part, Roxanne,
great.
just for the most part. Yes. What was the last thing we went to?
Well, I love the Bumblebee cat.
We were
So
talking a little bit about water parameters and
Ugh.
fish in cycling versus not. Probably spend more time with that if we need to. Duckweed, there's a problem. Yeah.
Is
Invasive-
everybody? Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you don't want any crossbreeding there.
Yep. I like
Does
fish
every-
and
How many people out there test their water parameters before they water change, or are you just on a set schedule for water changing?
neither.
pretty set, kind of ish.
I used to be, but now it's
What do you do? What do you do, Jeff? You just do it whenever you do it?
I go. I look at all the tanks every day. I just if a tank needs extra attention, I'll do that tank that day, or I don't do
Oh,
every single one of them.
that would make sense, Foxy. Only test for the Caradinas.
Yeah.
How many Caradinas do you have?
I don't test for the neocaradinas.
Oh, Brian doesn't test, but Foxy
I don't
does.
test either.
Oh, your CO tanks, yeah. 3 types of Caradinas, huh? Is that just, do you have those in 3 tanks, or do you have more than 3 tanks of them? I've got auto water change, so I just go down and, it's very random. You can't over water change, so, look at Dan's Fish. He runs, doesn't he have a schedule? He's running
He's not using RO either. I don't think.
he's
For sure,
running 3 water changes a day. I think
Who
3
is?
of the tanks.
Who is?
Dan's Fish.
Oh, wow.
I think his tanks do. I think they do 3 water changes a day.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can't over water change.
Wow. Yeah, you can.
I don't think you. How can you? Why would you? Bacteria is on all your surfaces, not in the water.
Yeah, as long as you got your setup where, and if you don't, remembering to use the dechlorinator, you could have some problems.
Oh, it's even
But-
higher than what I thought. Steven says he changes every 45 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
So you can't tell me that.
Really?
None of
Well,
us are doing that.
Well, I couldn't afford to do that. My
Well,
water.
Yeah, he's running his water in from a river and back out into a river. So
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. I remember his earlier videos when he talked a lot about that, and I remember seeing the schematics for his water treatment system.
You see that filtration system he's got? It's just
Oh,
immense.
it's phenomenal. It's overkill in my mind, but it works for him. So
Would that count for a sump system then, a continuous water change?
no, because he's not reusing the water; he's dumping it back out into the.
Okay.
He's pulling it in and dumping it back out into the creek.
All right.
So, a sump system would be that doesn't necessarily constitute a water change, having a sump. I don't think. Am I wrong?
Well, it goes, no, I guess not. It's just a filtration system, isn't it?
Yeah, because you could still have nitrate
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there and ammonia.
Anybody want convict fry?
Wait, who's giving them away?
I'm giving them away.
Yeah, I think Melvin wants some.
Who does?
Melvin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Convicts. That's what I should ship to you, is a bunch of these fry.
Now's the time while they're small.
Yeah, hurry up before it's 10 degrees out.
Yeah.
Blood rollers?
Yeah, that is. I haven't seen a lot of the. I didn't know that he could adjust the fill valves on each individual tank. I knew he could turn them off. Yeah.
What are they? A little quarter turn, like drip irrigation valves?
I don't know what he's got on his, but I do know that his whole idea with the flow through system and not using the sump was so that he never has to worry about any contaminated water going into any other tank.
Yeah.
So if he ever has an issue in a tank, it's going to stay isolated to that tank. If he used any type of sump system and reused any of the water, then he would, obviously you're going to be into the only way to assure that you wouldn't pass anything through, you'd have to UV it. And
Right. Who else does that though?
I don't
I
know.
mean, that sounds really excessive.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone that does that. I mean, I don't know of anyone that does that. I mean,
That's why
nobody's
his
out.
prices are so damn high.
Well, but I've talked to certain people about that too. Yeah, his prices are high because he's got an incredible system out there.
Yeah. Somebody's got to pay for that.
Yep. Everybody that buys a fish from him is.
Yeah.
I would rather my donation to him would have been that $500 gift card from the other night, but
Oh.
I didn't win it.
Oh.
Where was it? Was that in the States, Steven? I mean, I got to think, a Florida fish warehouse?
Bio break. I'll be back.
All right. Oh. Whew, man, my nose started running about 5 hours ago.
Yeah. That sucks. I hate colds.
Yeah.
I take Mucinex when that happens. It dries me out pretty well. That works good.
Yeah, we got a bunch of NyQuil tablets in the house.
Yeah.
Dosing on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the in-house fish diagnostics, yeah. Yeah, one fish per bag.
Yeah.
And he ships overnight, right?
Oh,
Doesn't Dan Fish ship overnight?
that's
he
not
does.
cheap.
No,
Yeah.
right, exactly. And who else? I mean, Wet Spot does that.
Yeah.
So I think their minimum box is $49.99 to ship.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah.
Smallest box.
Right. Yeah. Aquahuna's 2 or 3 days, and it's I think it's $14.99 now.
Yeah, and I've never gotten a dead fish from Aqualuna. I mean, I've only bought from them like 3 or 4 times. But
Yeah. I just got 2. I bought those 12 orange Monaca rice fish, and 2 bags, 6 and 6, and a dead fish in each one.
Really?
Yeah, and I haven't heard back from them yet.
That's kind of surprising. I thought they were pretty good about that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still nothing there. I reached out to them Saturday. I got the fish Saturday. No, when did I get them?
I remember seeing the video.
Yeah, I don't even remember when I got them now. But we were going out of town Sunday and Monday. So I reached out to them Sunday morning. They've got the 3-day thing. It's not just, get in the bag right now when you get them. They've got anything within the first 3 days. So I was going to be gone for the 3rd day. So I just put in the 2 fish that I knew were dead, took pictures like they said on a paper towel and, emailed them to them.
Did they have a heat pack in their package?
They did not. And I don't know that you need that with rice fish. They're pretty cold tolerant.
Oh, really, Empire? Huh. And I've been reading a lot of bad reviews about Aquahuna lately.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Which, again, I mean, I've never had an issue with them.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, my eyes aren't yellow anymore. Okay, cool.
There you go.
We didn't even notice.
You didn't notice?
I don't think. Oh, those are so good.
Oh, I know it. I had to have something too. I can feel my blood sugar was starting to drop.
Yeah, I sent out to them Sunday, and no reply yet.
Knock on wood, I haven't had a dead fish arrive to me from the vendors.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten from Wet Spot, Aquahuna, Billy Boys Aquatics. I don't even know if he's still in business.
Yeah.
Someplace else. Huh, I don't remember. Billy Boys. I don't think he's in business anymore.
Where was he?
I don't even remember, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I had when I started an L333 colony, I got him from like 2 different sources, and he was one of them. So
Right. Jose, when they credited you, did they at least reply to your email?
Are you talking about Aquahuna?
Yeah.
Jeff, always the pessimist, aren't you, Kane? What the heck?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm on the same coast as they are, so I don't know if that helps or not.
Yeah, that's probably to you in 2 days. It's never an issue. Although,
Yeah, it should have been. So
I got to think I've never waited more than 2 days. But now with the whole postal service being all screwed up,
oh my God.
I've never had a DOA from Aquahuna yet.
Yeah.
that's what we were talking about. I never have either. But
Mexicali was the one that suggested the first time when I wanted to get Hillstream loaches. I got some from a vendor in Houston, and there was several dead fish. And that's the one that came in that cardboard box, fitted around the styrofoam box, really cool. And it smelled like low tide when I opened that box. It was not pleasant.
ugh. Well, it just goes to show you, everybody can have different experiences with everybody.
Absolutely.
He
Absolutely.
was asking, do they credit the shipping too?
Say it again, please, Jeff.
Do they credit the shipping? Stephen P. was asking.
No, not according to their website, they don't. They will credit dead fish, but not the website. Or not the shipping.
Do the companies that ship overnight, do they credit the shipping? I mean, if you're paying $60 for overnight shipping,
Yeah.
you would think that those
That's
fish
right.
should arrive, unless it's a smashed box.
Ups and downs. Yeah. Mhm.
Craig, how's Phantom doing? Foot back normal yet or not?
His paw was really swelled up. I think he's healing up.
All right, Jose says they reship and don't charge. And Jeff says, I don't think so.
Maybe if the order's big enough, they'll reship and not charge.
I got to think any company. I mean, I can understand Aquahuna not doing it because they're paying, it's $14.99 shipping. So
Yeah.
they're not, but when you pay $60 for shipping and you're going to get that fish in 24 to 36 hours,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
fish better be alive. If it's not
Yeah.
alive, it was something the packer did.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
if you pay for overnight shipping and it comes the next day after that, they should refund that as well. If there's a problem.
They should be able to go back to the delivery service. Although I don't know. During COVID, UPS and USPS weren't even guaranteeing overnight delivery.
Right.
And I'm like, how can you charge that much money and not guarantee overnight delivery?
Yeah, you may as well just
It's
pay.
up to $100 for free on priority and stuff, USPS, but I've never had to put a claim in on anything. But
Yeah, I really, with that one guppy order, I was still going around with that. They finally sent me a link. They said, well, if you wanted more than $100, you should have bought insurance. Well, yeah, but the $100. So I'm debating whether or not I even want to mess with it at this point. I
That's
refunded
how
the
they
guy.
get you, Ron. You give up.
Yep, it's true. So I don't know if I'm going to send it in or not. So I guess I could.
yeah, smaller fish do ship better.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm worried, kind of interested to see how those dragon bloods get to Skipper.
How many do you think you could pack in there?
In this box here, I'm thinking I could probably get maybe 6.
That's all?
Well, the fish are this big. I mean, they're maybe more.
That's good to know, Jose.
He's putting them in a 40-gallon tank with 6 barred cichlids, and they're aggressive too. So I don't want to put too many. He's gonna have World War III in that tank.
Huh.
2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah.
It's the air. Air's the issue.
Yeah. I keep going back to that box of fish Jeff K sent to Mexicali. That was, and that, oh my God, how hot it was too. That was just astonishing.
What do you mean, Jose? What can you repeat? Did I miss something?
Oh, I don't know if it's what I said about his ordering from Aquahuna at any time of the year. It sounds like, and I said thanks for that, for telling me. I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, just I saw your comment. Ordered any time or all time of year. So that's what I was just. Yeah, thanks for that. That was all, Jose.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I got a few fish going out. I got fish going to Ron and fish going to Cheryl. So
Looking forward. Yeah. Did you get your ammonia pads yet?
I did. I got heat packs and ammonia pads.
Oh, I guess I should get heat packs.
Cannot believe I ran out of those, but
Yeah. I thought I could find nice heat packs near me, on Google. Apparently Walmart carries them, but I'm not sure I saw Tractor Supply does. But those are all the ones you put in your pockets, you put in your shoes, you put in your gloves.
There are shipping heat packs and there are hand warmer heat packs.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never used the ammonia pads yet, but I never had a problem either. But maybe I should start using them.
I haven't used them in the shrimp, but I cut them down into just barely about 1/2-inch squares.
Yep.
There's sheets that are about 4 by 5, something like that.
Mine are strips, and I just cube off the strips.
Yeah, mine are in sheets. I think I bought 5 packs together in a bundle on Amazon, and they're about 1/2 inch thick. And then I think they're about 4 by 5, so I cut them down into 1/2 inch, in 1/2-inch strips, and then cut those into 1/2-inch cubes, and cut a bunch down at a time.
They're so good.
Oh, that's going to kill you, Jeff.
I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry. We ate before this started. That was 3 hours ago now.
Yeah. Well, we had a good healthy dinner tonight, so you know how long that lasts.
Yeah.
When you eat healthy, you're hungry pretty quick.
With a bowl of chocolate ice cream, he knows how to live.
Yeah.
Thanks for
There
sharing.
you go, Jeff. Enjoy it, pal.
Chocolate chip
Chocolate.
cookie dough. Ice cream or
Ooh,
chocolate?
nice. Chocolate chip
Just-
cookie.
Just the cookie
I'd
dough.
much rather bake the dough and have cookies.
Agreed. I agree with you 100%.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Make me the cookies. 'Cause
Yeah, I had
when
cookie dough ice cream not that long ago. It's just I'd rather have cookies and cream ice cream than cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah, when my wife bakes cookies,
Yeah,
I'm hoping that there's dough left to make me cookies
yeah,
because she loves the cookie dough.
yeah.
No ice cream for him, though.
Oh, not cookie dough. She had cookie dough ice cream.
Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. I had some at Ghirardelli's a while back. Bailey's ice cream, huh?
Never seen that.
Is that with Bailey's Irish cream in it?
Might be.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave up booze for Lent.
Yeah, back in 96,
Yes.
93.
93.
Yeah.
Jeff Kane was 96. Or
Yeah.
Jeff Pelham was 96.
93.
You were 93.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a quitter.
We'll save you a seat. Sounds good, Holly. Sounds good.
All right. Well, what did we cover? We cover anything else? There's all kinds of things that go wrong with your tanks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Feeding schedules,
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Overfeeding.
Overfeeding. Well,
Yeah.
that'll lead to ammonia spikes.
Yeah, that's probably a much bigger deal, I think, in my mind, than underfeeding.
I tell number one, when we leave town for 3 to 5 days,
Yeah.
I tell the girl that stays here, I'm like, just remember,
Make it-
better to underfeed than to overfeed.
Yeah.
I hope you're working over here tomorrow.
Yeah. We went away to, where did we go? We went to El Paso. We were gone for 3 or 4 days. The neighbor kid was going to feed my fish. His dad and sister come and feed our cat, twice a day. So I don't know, the second or third day in, he was going to come feed my fish. And I told him just to use the algae wafers because it's easy and everybody eats it.
Yeah.
And so I actually made a video, tank to tank to tank, and I put little Post-its on each tank as well, how many algae wafers. And I was just going to put that video on YouTube and send it to him. I just posted the damn thing, made it public. So people got to see it. It
Hi,
seems
Bill.
like, yeah, hey.
Yeah, in fact,
love
the last 2 times we left town, because I got 60 tanks, so I
Yeah.
was having her feed every tank, and then
Yeah.
I just decided, you know what? She's only going to feed like 10 of the fry tanks.
Yeah,
So, and she's like, well, what about all these other tanks? I'm like, don't worry about them. No pressure.
Yeah.
Just feed just keep it nice and simple.
yeah.
Because they can go 3 to 4 days without food, the adults.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, put a Post-it on the ones you want fed and
Yep.
create a little
Yeah.
video if you need to, because that
Yeah.
helps.
That's what I
That kid
did.
just followed that video around the house while he was feeding the
Right.
tank.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Belinda, Crystal, and succulent garden. I love succulents. There's some cool succulent gardens here in Southern California.
Oh, I would.
I used to have a
imagine.
lot of them before we moved. Say it again, David.
I would imagine there would be a lot of those in gardens
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's where we used to live in Orange County. We were, I don't know, all of 8 miles from the beach. And probably, I think, one of the best gardening environments ever. And I really miss that. Oh, well. No moving back. Don't really want to. God, we go there to go to Disneyland, and it is such a circus. Traffic and just dirt and filth. And
Well, I got the gold ball anyway. That's cool.
What?
so what, Jeff?
I got the gold ball on Mega Million tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're checking your numbers.
Yeah, I was just checking my numbers.
Wanted to know whether you had to talk to us or not anymore.
Oh, I talked to you. Oh yeah.
Jeff's screen just goes black. The last thing we see is his big goofy grin on his face, and then he's just gone forever.
No, I never would do that.
No, you got too much cash to pass out.
That's right. I'd be the same person. I'd just be rich.
Aren't we all rich in our own ways?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No,
Very.
no. Are we?
I would buy a new truck.
I would.
I would go that far. I'd get a new truck. Mine's a 2005.
Yes, Steven. See, Steven knows you, Jeff. Look at that.
You talk us one time and tell us how he really.
He loves that, Steven.
We'd see the real side of Jeff P come out.
You already have.
Yes.
The OT.
We haven't seen
That
the
was a really
millionaire
bad
side of
soap opera, Melvin.
it. Ugh.
I gotta stop eating because I'm gonna eat this whole bag if I keep going.
Oh my gosh,
wow. You're making me hungrier and hungrier.
yeah.
They're addictive.
Wow, 2:30 in the morning. Not
Yeah.
for long though.
No, 11:30 here. It's way past my bedtime.
I wish it was 11:30 here.
Yeah. You should get some sleep and try and shake that cold.
Oh, well, I mean, I nodded off a couple times today, so
Yeah.
just so that I could stay up and chat with everybody. It's kind of becoming I'm looking forward to Friday nights now.
Yeah.
Of
This
course.
is the first one I've done with you guys in a few weeks now.
Yeah, we were together for Wednesday for Jeff's.
Yeah, but I mean Friday night. Yours.
Oh, Friday night, yeah.
Yeah. No, this is good. It's fun. I
We were
always
talking
enjoy
about
these.
you for Tuesday night. Remember we were talking possibly, that's a really good time too.
Yeah, I think mine was Tuesday afternoons. Was it Tuesday night or?
Tuesday, it was 7:00 your time.
Yeah, it would have been 9
And it
for
would
us.
have been,
Oh, because we did a couple at I think about 1:00 my time.
Yeah, I think you did do an early one, but we talked about you maybe taking an evening slot. I mean,
The 7 p.m. slot. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
let's
40
see.
Celsius. Wow, that's hot.
Holy shit! No kidding.
104 degrees, something like that.
Is that what it is?
104, 105, something. FFL will do it. 40C to F. I'm not sure how to present the question.
FFL.
Yeah. And then just do 40C to
Yeah, I think so. 40C to
Yeah.
F.
Or you could just use my handy app in 104 degrees.
oh, what is that? Is it 104 degrees?
Yeah,
That was pretty good. That's what I said,
you did indeed. Yes.
Yeah, Tuesday's free at 10 o'clock.
I think it's 104.67 if I'm not mistaken.
I think this was just exactly.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
I'll bring it up again. 40.
Depends on if the wind's blowing or not.
Yeah, exactly 104. Yeah, this has been a good app. It's called Units Plus, and it does area, currency, fuel mileage, lengths, power, pressure, speed, temperature, time, volume, and weight. So
Have
it's
you
great
ever seen that app that you
night,
take on your
Jose.
phone and you point it at a plant if it's like ill or something, and it
Yeah.
tells you what's wrong with it?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen those for plants.
I'd like to get that app though. That'd be cool. I mean, for people that just getting into aquatic plants, you can just use that and it can tell you, you know, you need
Right.
you can say you need root tabs or you need, you know, some type of mineral in the water or something to help it.
Right.
That would be cool.
Well, I've been using that what's it called? Google Lens for identifying stuff.
Oh yeah. It's
on
pretty amazing.
the yeah, it is on the search bar.
There's a camera.
Up here on the search bar, there's a little camera, and if you push that camera button and then put something in the screen, you take a picture. I've been flipping stuff on eBay other than the aquarium stuff, and so I'll take a picture of something to figure out what it is, how much it's worth, and I'll get hit for eBay, for Amazon, for Mercari, and sometimes stuff I have no idea what the hell it is, and it'll identify it if it's seen it before. Pretty powerful tool. And it'll probably identify maybe critters too, maybe plants.
Yes,
I
it
think
does.
that's right.
Plants. It does.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
It'd be cool if they had one specifically for aquatic plants. That would be nice.
It works for fish. It works for plants.
Yeah. All right. I'll try it for that.
I took a picture of Jeff P though, and it came up item not found.
So I'm out of this world.
Because you're out of this world, right?
Holly, where are you at? You're getting your first snow already.
Could have been at the Cleveland game last night.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
$27 Foxy.
Wow. Yeah, I can do that.
She already got it.
Oh, good.
Minus 2.78.
Ouch. Yeah, it's below freezing. So freezing in Celsius is 0.
Yep. Craziness.
Yeah. What's wrong with those people?
Celsius. All right, what else?
Not a clue.
Feeding, overfeeding.
Well, Jeff's overfeeding right now.
Yes, he is.
My fish they just eat every time I put food in the tank. I feed them about 2 or 3 times a day usually.
All
Yeah.
your fish you feed 2 to 3 times a day?
And the babies, if I got my fry tanks, I feed like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah. Wow.
Small
I
amounts.
know that's good for fry. Yeah. I know that's good for fry, but I just can't bring myself to feed the adults that often. And I actually only feed every other day or so. And sometimes I'll go 3 days. I'll feed on the 3rd day,
I was
Well,
feeding
these
right
these
shrimp
slippers
every
look
day and I
so
stopped.
they don't beg so much. I just feel guilty.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you know
beg.
what?
They know, it's like, hey, Dad, feed me.
Yeah,
So,
you're one of those fish owners. You can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
Well, these fish, you can see it in their eyes. I
Oh,
mean, they're
stop it.
I got this
Stop
tank
it.
full of little Mickey Mouse platies behind me here. And when I come into the office, they're just all glued to the glass. These things are barely a half an inch long and they've already got it figured out.
They got it figured out all right.
They do indeed.
They know who the sucker is. They know who they can get.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll show them. I'll
Yeah,
feed
all
them.
we gotta do is look at them funny.
Yep.
put another log on the fire.
Winter has sprung. It's not winter yet. All I know is that
Wow.
I can't wait for the
Melvin got
Daylight.
snow yesterday
daylight to
too.
expand.
You keep it all that snow down there, yeah? I don't want any.
Wow. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get some rain this year. That'd be nice. Need a few storms and maybe it'll trigger my corys to spawn.
Man, I pulled those Aeneas. I mean, there had to be 100 to 200 eggs there.
Wow.
Wow.
It'd be interesting to see how many of them hatch because I just peeled them off the glass in a big
Yeah.
old lump and put them in a container and threw some methylene blue in there. And
Yeah.
Because
Airstone?
I wasn't going to sit there and pull them all out one by one.
No. Yeah.
If you had like a little 2.5 gallon, would that work
Are
for
those the bronze?
They were the bronze, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I have a million of already.
Yeah. My albino spawned twice. I have no idea why, what triggered it. Well, I take that back. One day it looked like it was kind of like a low pressure moving through. There was cloud cover but you know, it's done that since, and I haven't. I've even done a water change, and that didn't do it. So, you know, with that kind of cloud cover conditions and
Right. Yeah, no, there was that. They did that on the night that front moved through here, but that was
Yeah.
the only Cory that spawned that night.
oh wow, yeah,
But man, and it's the first time they've ever laid on. They laid half of them on floating pogo stemmen and half of them on the glass, and they laid them in a clump.
wow,
Like
wow.
they're usually spread all over the glass, and they were just so I razor blade them off the glass, and that clump was just one little clump, and then I just cut out the pogo stemmen
Yeah,
and put it in a bowl to hatch.
yeah. My Trilineata spawned once, and I got 4 of them out of it, and I had no idea. I moved plants from one tank to another, and then a couple months later, I see little, like half-inch little Corys swimming around.
Is
And
that
I
the-
went, this is cool.
Is that the Julii?
False Julie.
Okay, yeah. Which I just got a bunch of those, so I'm eager.
I really like them. They are just cool little fish.
They don't
they're
get
chunky.
big, right? They're smaller.
Not really. Yeah, they're I guess it's the female that's the real chunky one. But they're
mine are
I
still
like
pretty young, I think.
huh?
I think mine are still pretty young.
Yeah. Mine I've had for, gosh, going on 2 years now.
So have they spawned for you?
That one time. And they spawned, I can only think, maybe like in guppy grass or something, or hornwort. And I moved a handful of it from one tank to another. And then sometime later, I saw one fry, and then I saw 2, and whoa! And then when I took that tank apart, I found 4 of them.
So Foxy, have you gotten those to spawn? I got to do some forceful water changes and spawns on those.
Yeah.
I really need to get an RO system though. I would like to do those water changes with RO water.
Yeah. Why?
Just more of a, because my pH is so high.
Okay.
I think that that doing those water changes with that more neutral water will push that spawning a little bit
Oh,
better.
interesting. Yeah. All right.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far
Yeah.
away.
Really. Yeah. I guess. That's. I was going to say I could try bottled. Like.
Well, that's what I was doing at
But
first. I was
that's
just buying
expensive.
gallons. Yeah, buy gallons of,
Yeah.
what is it, $1.40 for a gallon?
Right.
of cold
I'd
water.
have to move mine out. They're in a 40-gallon tank, so I'd have to move them into a smaller tank. To
A
make that
5. Yeah, a 5 would be
But
nice.
yeah, 10 or 20 maybe, but yeah.
I was looking at, I haven't paid a lot of attention to my Equus lately. What's Steven say here? What he said? Oh,
That sounds like a cat screeching.
that's me dying.
Oh no.
I only saw my last batch spawn once in 7 to 8 years. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where are these false Juliis coming from
two
then?
babies community bred 5 years.
Wow. Well, that's
Yeah,
why did I pick that species?
because they're a cool looking little cat.
Well, it doesn't do me any good if they're going to breed.
No, it's true.
I want to get those
Oh.
1.7s.
Just set them off to the side and, let them be.
Parallelus are cool. I want to get those.
Wonder if those breed.
Hmm?
They will breed, David. Craig says they will breed.
Yeah.
I got to get an RO system. Oh, anyways, I was talking about my Equus.
Yeah.
I was looking at my Equus because I really haven't been paying much attention to them because they just tick you off so much. But the six that I have in the 20-gallon tall that I've got the water evaporated, it's at about half the tank right now. It's evaporated all the way down to half the tank. It is loaded with hornwort, and there are two. The females are fatter than I've ever seen them. So I'll have to figure out how I want to try and push those because
Right.
you don't get a lot of chances with those, I don't think.
8.2 pH
Wow.
and high GH also.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Now, maybe for your Apistos, you might want to have that, RO unit
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
for the Apistos. But the rest of the stuff, I mean,
Oh, I think I want it for the Equus.
maybe for the Equus too. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know why he throws that dork word out there all the time. He is so mean to you, Jeff.
Jeez.
Oh, hey, I wasn't talking about spawning. You guys were.
It's...
I
Oh,
was watching.
then he was talking about Ron. What the heck?
Hey, whoa.
That's not very nice.
KH, yep.
I know where Wisconsin is.
Yeah, but do you want to go there? That's the question,
no.
right? Yeah.
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 But I know where it is.
It's. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and figure that out. But yeah, there were two fish in there, and I'm like, ooh, those are females, and they're looking plump. That's why I let that tank evaporate like that, and I let all that
Yeah.
hogwort grow like that, because I'm hoping that they just drop some eggs and they can't eat them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
8.2 could be the
Yeah, I mean, if mine put the eggs in the plants that time, they get, I'm guessing they'll get lost in the eggs. They could probably smell them or whatever, though, and still find their way right back to them.
I would hope that they can't find them all. I mean,
Yeah.
Here's a question. Okay, most of the corridors are from South America. Is there any in Central America, in the Central American water? I'd like to know that. I'd have to Google that or something.
yeah, you would. I don't even know.
Because Central America, they have more harder water there than they do in the South.
Really?
Yep. Because South America has so many trees and the leaves will fall in that creates more of a lot of tannins and lowers the pH.
Lower
Central-
pH.
They have so much.
Yeah. But then they have that real wet season, and then they go into, the monsoon season, and then the drought after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing it's the rainy season that triggers a lot of the spawning.
You
Yeah,
had all
cold water changes really do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had
And
to
see,
own fish for 6 years to get them to spawn.
Well, I was trying to do water changes, during the summer, which was pointless because the water coming out of the garden hose was warmer than what was in the tanks.
Yeah.
Or what was coming out of the faucet was warmer than what was, in the tanks.
Yep.
So that wasn't getting me.
Hard
Anyway.
to do a cold water change in December.
So it'll work now. So, and I'm way behind. So I think that's what I'm doing tomorrow, spending my day in the garage and, maybe I'll set the phone up at one end of the garage and just do one of those.
The 10 gallon's too small for those albino. I got to move them to a 20 long.
The albinos? Not if you want to get them to breed.
How many, Jeff?
10 gallon to breed?
I would put them in a 10 to breed, yeah.
Okay, they're in a 10 right now. So
I mean,
How many?
I would pull out maybe 3 males and 2 females.
I can't really tell them apart right now.
So yeah, what do you got? 9 of them?
8.
8 of them.
Do you have a 20?
I have 20s. I got 20s, and
What
What are
about
they
just
What are they in
putting them
right
all
now?
in a 20?
that's what I was thinking about, putting them all in a 20.
Yeah.
That would be
But-
fine, but if
Drop
you
a
could-
handful
If you could sex them, I mean, Jeff Kane tells me all the time, take a couple of males and a female and throw them in a 5.5.
Yeah.
They won't have any choice but to breed.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll just leave him in the tent for right now and
That's interesting.
see how that goes.
I mean, and I did move what I think are 2 males and a female of Equus into it. Those 3 are sitting in a 5.5 gallon tank.
Huh.
They haven't done a doggone thing yet. I don't even know why I feed them anymore.
That's interesting. I'm thinking, God, trying to catch fish in that 40 to get the Trilenia.
Right in September. Wow. Look at that. Foxy and Brian are getting married in September.
Well, we knew they were, just didn't know when.
I didn't know when.
What were you saying, Ron?
That's
Just
nice.
what you were talking about, maybe if I can catch out some of those Trileniatus and put them in a 5 and see if I can force breed them.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Sponge filter in a wad of guppy grass or hornwort on a glass bottom tank.
I don't know where the Trileniatus lay their eggs, but
Well, the ones I've got, the fry I've got, had to come over in plants. They went from one tank to the other, so I'm just,
maybe hang a spawning pump in there instead of plants.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could try both a yarn mop and then those the other mops, the scrubby pads.
These males are looking good too.
You got people to help you with that wedding, Foxy. Didn't somebody? You're not going to stress out about that wedding, are you? It's just a wedding. Don't even worry about it.
Just a wedding.
Just a wedding.
Well,
I hope my wife's not still awake.
yes, get him, Carolyn,
I'll be sleeping on the floor tonight.
for a week.
Oh,
Well, here's another problem. Craig's talking about ick. One of the cures I had seen was raise the temperature to about 80, 82, 84 degrees.
About 84 for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Actually, I think you need to leave it up longer than that.
I think
And the reason I say that, I had a bunch of ember tetras that ink showed up, and I raised the temperature for about 3 or 4 days, and it looked like it went away, and I put the temperature back down to normal and came right back. So I raised
They
the
drop
temperature up.
off into is it substrate?
Yes,
They'll drop the eggs and the eggs will hatch and then
All right.
come back.
I left it up for about 2 weeks, and it hasn't come back.
Foxy says 86.
Yeah,
86, yeah.
yeah. And that took care of it. So interesting. Been lucky, not a lot of disease problems. I mean, I hear people talking about, all
Now
kinds of,
the bare bottom tanks come in handy.
yeah.
You treat them and then everything's done. All you gotta do is vacuum the whole bottom and you get all those eggs and
Right.
all that
There's
crap.
that guy, Matt Duffy. He did a video on worms and, deworming, and that's where a glass bottom tank really comes in handy. Because when you give those, dewormers, the worms, I guess it paralyzes them and they pass through the fish, but they land in the bottom of the tank and you need to vacuum them out. Otherwise, they will reparasitize.
Right.
Yep, no sis left behind.
Yeah, cool. As it should be. Yeah.
Get them out. Get them all out.
Yeah.
All right, 7 more minutes and I'm going to bed.
Yeah. I think that's probably a pretty good night.
Yeah, it was a very good night.
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody learn anything?
Not to stay up this late.
Bring more snacks down here.
Bring more snacks, yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
about
didn't bring anything here.
quarantine new fish?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I think I like that idea about trying the smaller tank with some cories and see if I can maybe force something.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got a little 5-gallon acrylic that I got at the auction. I just set that up to grow out my bluegrass guppies. So
Oh, cool.
I lost that tank, but now I have another. I have 1 5-gallon. No, yeah, 1 5-gallon left I can set up. And I should do that and try and take one of those. I don't know which ones I'll try. Because I've
Right.
got some half blacks that haven't spawned yet. And I've got the pandas that haven't spawned yet.
Right.
Although I
Yeah,
think
but likewise.
they did spawn once for me, but I think that I got to get some. I think that my water was too hard for the eggs.
Yeah.
But
I don't think my pandas are old enough yet. I'm not sure. They're still small. And I don't know if that's a smaller species or
it's not a big species,
no.
that's for sure.
And they're in a tank with blue dreams and tuxedo guppies. So if they've spawned, I've never seen it, and the guppies have. So I probably would need to put them in their own tank.
Well, yeah, and I've got a younger colony of
Yeah.
albino Aeneas that doggone things.
Make your
I
mind
just
up.
never catch the doggone eggs. I get
Yeah.
there and all I see is remnants of egg casings on the glass.
Right.
I just
Right.
can't catch the eggs. And there's only like 4 or 5 guppies in there. They're not big. But I think between those albinos and those guppies, those eggs are gone as fast as they get laid.
Yeah. And, pandas use mops and
Mops on the same.
I have my mops on sand, but I'm not
Interesting.
regularly pulling them off.
And Brian it's Brian, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that are those yarn mops? Is that what we're just regular yarn mops or?
I think they're using the eyelash yarn.
Oh.
I think we've already talked about that, Jeffrey Kane. We've talked about my mental problems, and I'll keep changing that every time we talk.
And Jeff's talking about he's using floating mops. And yeah, Brian's saying eyelash. Okay, cool.
Now, what's the eyelash yarn?
It's fluffy yarn.
Yeah. Here, hang on.
Fluffy yarn.
Stuff.
Oh crap! I hate TV.
No, that's not eyelash yarn.
Yeah.
No, it's
I feel as the lay on these things a lot, but I'm sure that they would probably do it. I mean,
well, I remember Roxy talk because I heard about it on her stream, and she was talking about they couldn't get those pandas to spawn until they threw that eyelash yarn in there.
Interesting.
this
But
is a
I don't-
floating- anyway.
I don't know if Jeff Kane was using eyelash. Are your floating mops, are those eyelash yarn or just regular yarn, Jeffrey Kane?
Here, share this, Dave, please.
Four of these.
Can you share this, please, David?
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I got it.
That's what eyelash yarn looks like. Really.
Hold on a second.
fuzzy. Yep.
This. Whoops. Oh wow. Hmm. Okay.
All right. All right. I'll
Fluffy
share
yarn.
it. Yep. Fluffy yarn.
I got these. I got two of them for I think it was $8, $4
Wow.
each.
Yeah.
So I got 4 of them.
Did they say how many strands?
I don't know. Let's count them.
I think
One.
they're like 30.
2, 3.
Looks like they're right there.
We're gonna be here for another half hour.
When will you get back to us on this one?
I'm interested to see. I just want to know how high you can count.
Where was I at? 4? Okay, we'll stop right there.
All right.
Mermaid. Oh.
Brian.
Well, if that doesn't get him to hatch, nothing will.
Yeah. All right, 259.
Yep.
I don't even. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a good stream, everybody.
I could still be driving to OCA tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you probably should hang out.
You got the day off tomorrow, right? You're up all day tomorrow?
Unless somebody calls me.
Hey June, I made a video on how to make spawning mops really easy. Gonna have to go check it out. I set up a little jig, and then David made a video on how to. His is more permanent. Mine's kind of like one I can take down and set back up.
Yeah, man, it takes nothing to whip out a mop right now.
No, yeah, really quick. The two I made, I think are skinny enough. I need to put more turns on it.
How many
So they're
turns were you putting on?
I think it was 20.
Yeah, I was doing 30 when I was making
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The one Jeff was holding on to actually looked like it's 40 or 50.
Could have been up there.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be his project for tonight. Email
Yeah.
us later and tell us how many strands are in there.
Right, and then divide it by 2.
Right.
And
I
then
don't think so.
they give us the square root.
More than 10, I can tell you that.
Thanks, Deb.
Thanks for being here, Debs.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thanks everybody
Yeah.
out there.
Good night. It was a
Yeah.
great night.
Yeah. Yes. Had a great
All right.
time. Hope
Catch
you all got something out of
all
it. I know I did.
8 ply?
See y'all. Good night.
All right. Love you all. Have a great day. Great
Love
night.
everybody.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Happy
right.
Thanksgiving.